Don't we want to come together?
But for some of you, coming together means ignoring our experiences.
Break it down for me.
Cultural appropriation.
Sex and gender norms.
Mild adult themes.
Nepotism.
Racist bots.
Black lesbians. You mean two women into each other for reasons other than a straight man's benefit?
Great start. Conspiracy theories, black Scientology.
What?
Freebaiting.
Jesus.
Plus slavery.
Weed.
Cocoa butter. Salty grits. The sunken place.
Fake news.
Oppression. That's the new Katy Perry single, right?
Mm-hmm. Oppression featuring Migos.
That's nothing. That's nothing.
I study people.
So there may be a podcast co-host opening coming up on reviewing that.
Marty is a liar.
He's gotten ahead of us.
He's a dirty liar.
Marty saw episode 10 and he's fronting. Now he lying.
No, I
you didn't watch that?
Yeah. I have not, but I really, really think that's what I'm gonna do when I leave here.
Oh, that's the move though. After we review this episode 9, the audience will we finally made it to 10, guys. I don't think anyone listening to this has not watched the whole season.
Yeah,
already.
we're the only ones that haven't done it yet,
We're
which
the
is kind of
only
interesting.
sillies.
But you already make good predictions anyway, so you're probably on point.
I have nothing
happening.
predicted
No?
for this last episode. I don't
Really?
think.
Okay.
My biggest prediction in this series was that Alt Ivy wasn't gonna be white, but like for this,
Which was a call.
yeah. But for this, I don't know what they about to, because I don't even know what they're about to get into. We've been taken off of the main track. All we
Yeah.
know is we found out who Alt Ivy is. We see that he's gotten popular or whatnot.
National attention. Yeah.
We know that. Oh boy, is he supposed to be coming?
And no, at the end of this episode, they say that he's canceled.
He can't make it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like there's supposedly a big cameo on episode 10
Yeah,
or something.
something's supposed to happen.
So I don't have any episode 10 predictions right
don't
now.
have
I'm about to
anything at all. I have
just be
nothing.
surprised on whatever's about to happen.
Right. Same here.
How much of the episode 10 did you get into?
Literally like a Netflix original series. And then I heard the narrator's voice and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, okay.
That's it.
Fair enough.
I don't know
All
what
right,
he
then.
said. I was just like,
All
oh no.
So I definitely went in further than you. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So I think I might have been spoiled, but I thought, because I feel like we've already discussed this, but I don't want to say anything because I'm not sure if we did or we didn't, or if that was, if I made that up in my head.
Don't
But
say it.
Don't say
yeah,
it.
but visually, I believe they spoil what the cameo is
Oh fuck! I know what
in
this
the
cameo
first 2
is.
minutes.
I know what this cameo is.
You do,
I
yeah.
don't.
I think
no,
we talked about it, didn't we?
I only know what this cameo is if I remember. See, that's why I always tell
You
people
said
don't
you were
say
like,
nothing.
yeah. You said you were like spoiled. I can't remember what you. I
No,
feel like we
no.
talked about it.
No.
didn't we?
I was spoiled on the fact that Tessa Thompson was going to be in the show, but then they showed her earlier than expected,
Yeah, they
so
didn't
I
expect
really
it,
didn't get spoiled. What I'm talking about is Alpha Joe spoke about somebody being in the background on some other episode, on Troy's episode. A certain person is somewhere in Troy's episode, and I wouldn't be surprised if there is a big cameo that it would be this person. And after we watch episode 10 and see what happens, I'm going to tell you what that is, because then we could probably go back to Troy episode and try to find out
What are we talking about that? Yeah.
where this cameo was that niggas missed by this big person.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but anyway, for episode 9, damn, we don't have anything else to talk about.
No.
I'm so hesitant to get into
Really?
episode 9.
It's not that,
no,
it's
we
really not that bad. It's
We'll get
not
through it. Yeah, we'll get through it.
Did you hear that? Apparently,
No. Press
your
play.
boy from
No.
what's his name?
No.
Jake Gyllenhaal.
Stop it.
Jake Gyllenhaal is
Stop
gonna be
doing
Mysterio
this. No one cares. Fuck
in the
Jake
Spider-Man
Gyllenhaal.
sequel.
Fuck him. No.
I'm just happy he's not gonna be Batman.
Oh, is that official?
He's officially gonna be Mysterio, so he can't be Batman. I'm happy about that because I didn't want him to be Batman. And Michael Keaton also signed on for the next Spider-Man movie too. So 3 things have been known now. Cool ass Mysterio. I'm very curious to see how they do him. Jake Gyllenhaal doesn't have to be Batman. Batman gets to be back in Spider-Man again. Apparently, Michael Keaton is what I'm talking about.
Right.
And
Whatever happened to?
we know that
Scorpion?
Spidey's not dead by them even announcing news like that.
They've announced his movie. Let's hope it's not dead.
Stark.
Yeah, Mr. Stark. Mr. Stark. I'm not feeling so well, Mr. Stark.
How
I'm
you-
so sorry, Mr. Stark.
Did we talk about Jamie Foxx being Spawn?
No,
I like it.
I don't.
I don't care. I mean, Spawn has been dead to me for a while now. It's like I rewatched that movie, and you know what? I have nostalgic
I feel like
moments
he
where I
probably
enjoy
shouldn't
it.
have been though.
You probably.
I like Jamie Foxx though, but I mean.
I like Jamie Foxx.
think
Yeah,
she Spawn.
I don't care.
I like Jamie Foxx, but I don't think he should be
Oh
Spawn.
boy, should have been Spawn.
I mean,
Who's
they the same age.
Who's
Shit.
he?
Michael Jai White, who was
Yeah.
Spawn the first time.
Yeah, he should have
Again?
been Spawn again.
Why not?
He's amazing.
What story are we telling? We retelling the same story?
Nope, Todd McFarlane, who created Spawn, is actually directing and wrote this one. And he got him a little budget or whatever. And he already said that it's gonna be more of a horror type movie. They're not going they're doing no background, no backstory. They're gonna just
Just jump right in.
Just throwing in the
Oh,
world.
I mean, well, yeah, I guess you could have did that.
That's what I'm saying. If you're gonna just do it like that,
Yeah.
might as well have. And they say you ain't even gonna have him without the mask a lot. So I'm like, fuck, you might as well.
Yeah, it's gonna be weird with Jamie Foxx.
Michael Jai got the moves. He's still in fucking shape.
He's
Him and
got
Jamie
the
Foxx are
face.
like the same age. Like Jamie Foxx is like 45. Michael Jai's like 49. I mean, dog.
Yeah, and he's still in shape. He's still doing those movies. He's
No.
still, that's going mostly straight to DVD, but he's still in shape to do
I
it.
understand.
Some work, man.
I understand the level of you want to distance yourself from which that was counted as a flop. You know what I'm saying? So I understand want to distance yourself.
Yeah, that
from,
movie was crazy.
yeah, I understand want to
Yeah.
distance yourself. And, I understand there's baggage that comes with keeping the same person. I understand that, but
It's probably hard
if
to
you're gonna go with
distance
no backstory, make your own entity, your own story, and you're gonna go Jamie Foxx. I you know what? Business standpoint, Jamie Foxx is a bigger name than Michael Jai White, so I guess that's one of the things.
Story-wise and character-wise, Michael Jai White
Would have been better, but we talking about making this money.
Making, then yeah,
Yeah,
Jamie Foxx
yeah.
makes sense.
That probably would help them even get the shit going. Is the fact that Jamie Foxx wanted to do it, and he was able to probably throw in, "Hey, Jamie Foxx wants to do it, Oscar winner." You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I see that, and I guess my third. What you about to say?
I was just gonna say he doesn't excite me like he used to. Like hearing Jamie Foxx's
Right.
name, like as much as I like him, he just doesn't excite me. And I always feel like there's always it's not a knock against him. I guess it's gonna sound like it, but I don't mean for it to. I feel like there's always a better option when I hear Jamie Foxx name for a role like this one here.
Yeah.
I feel like there's a better option out there.
When they threw him
You
out there
know?
for Green Lantern once. No, I don't want you to be the Black Green Lantern. Dude.
Even when
you don't match him either.
Granted, I like he did his thing in Django, but that was originally like Will Smith's role.
Yeah, and I often wonder how Will would have done it.
I do too, and it's like he's in it, and it's like I like Jamie, and I liked him in it, but
once you say
I
Will
feel
would have
like
done
there
it,
was a better option there, you know. So,
Right.
but I think Will didn't want to do it, so
He
maybe it
didn't
wasn't
want
really
to.
an option. But it's just that's kind of how I feel when I hear his name, and that's where I'm at right now.
I think they
with
said
it.
one of Will Smith's points of contention was he wanted to kill Leo.
Oh, right, yeah. I do remember something like that. He felt like narratively.
He should have got a big chance to kill Leo. And he had other issues too, but that was one of the main ones.
Yeah, but he did.
Yeah, come on, Quentin Tarantino and Will Smith. I would have excited the piss out of me, but I understand that those type of styles may have not clicked necessarily.
Yeah.
But I feel him on, even though Leo's the white man, the true villain is Sam as the fucking, he's the worst part of us. Like, you know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah.
But yeah. But I guess
Yeah.
my third bit of stall news before we get to this.
Oh, it's stalling. No.
Yeah, let's
You
just
heard
jump in.
that
Let's
we
do
have
it.
a second
No.
Joker movie coming? DC,
second one. What was the first
DC is
one?
just throwing shit at the wall.
Wait, what?
What's the first one?
Confused.
I'm having a mini batch nerd out moment. This is great. But okay, Martin Scorsese is producing Todd Phillips Joker film that they have either Leonardo DiCaprio or Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh,
Fuck
I saw
you.
that.
Oh.
No way. Ugh. Gross. Are you fucking crazy? Don't
They
get me
wanna
wrong.
do a
I
joke-
love me Martin Scorsese.
Yeah.
I love me some Todd Phillips. Todd Phillips, the Hangover Todd Phillips, right?
I believe so.
Okay. Yeah, love him.
Yeah.
No way on this. This is bad
And
idea.
They want to do an.
No.
They've been wanting to do an origin
No.
Joker
I was about to
film.
say orgy.
Nah, the dirty one of the
What,
crew.
what did Darth Vader say?
No.
It can't work. Can't work. I'm sorry.
And yeah, they
No.
want either Leo
No.
or Joaquin
Why they
Phoenix
just be making movies?
to be the origin, to tell his Joker origin story, because apparently DC Films is gonna launch basically like we talk about Gotham, Elseworlds brand, where like they're gonna bring in creators to be able to tell standalone stories that aren't in the same storyline canon as the main stories. So this is one of them.
What?
But that's just the one.
Machine of Destruction is in charge of DC.
Oh, guess what? Here's the second one. Here's the
What?
second one.
What's
But
going
they're
on?
also doing a standalone Joker movie starring Jared Leto. So
Wait, they're doing two. Why are they doing two? And everybody's already familiar with the terrible Jared Leto one. So, I mean, of course, we don't want that one.
Now, I inherently
don't understand.
I inherently don't want an origin Joker film, for one.
No.
Only if you're going to slit Jared Leto's throat at the very beginning. And
No. The Jared Leto one isn't the origin film.
Oh.
It's the Scorsese one that's the origin film. The Jared Leto one is just, I guess, Joker just having a movie for some reason. I don't
Why
fucking
are you
know.
ruining my night? Like
Harley
this?
got like 3 films coming out, so
Why are you ruining my night like this?
they
was-
won. I
we're
don't know
having a
what
good
they're
night.
doing, and you already know that we're getting a whole new Batman with Martin
This
Reeves,
is making my
the
head
director
hurt.
of Planet of the Apes.
Yeah.
Like Ben is out. Like the other,
Officially?
it's not official yet, but everybody kind of like knows that Ben ain't coming back for another one. You
So
feel
who's
me?
going to take his spot?
We don't know who's
got a
taking.
front runner?
We don't know who's taking Ben's spot, and we don't know where this Martin Reeves film is going to be at. We don't know if this Martin Reeves film is going to take over, and that's going to be the new Batman of this DC universe, or if he's going to tell some prequel shit that he just feel like doing with some young nigga. We don't know what he doing, but he's the next director of the Batman franchise, and I'm at least happy about that because Planet of the Apes trilogy was amazing. But DC, you could tell, don't know what the fuck they want to do.
Are they like being run by like puppets or
They're trying to
some
find
sort of-
themselves.
What's is that what they're doing?
They're experimenting right now.
They're looking in the wrong
Marvel
spot.
got them
They need
shook.
to stop
They don't know
chasing
what to
waterfalls
do.
and just stick to the rivers and the
The
lakes
lakes.
that they used to.
Why are we
'Cause-
in the summer and we still have not seen an Aquaman trailer?
Oh my!
That
That comes out in December.
Aren't they trying? If they continue on with Aquaman, aren't they somewhat obligated to continue on in the same continuity with the same Batman?
Wonder Woman comes out next year too.
Yeah, but like, see, the thing about Wonder Woman
Still the
is,
same
like,
face,
Wonder
dog.
Woman is such a symbolic figure right now.
Same
that it's
actress,
like,
dog.
You can't. There's no way they're not getting rid of her.
And that's the
So it's
problem.
like,
First
that
of all,
really is the problem.
when you make a suck ass Justice League film, and I like Justice League on some guilty pleasure shit, but I understand everyone's
well.
problems with it. Like I
Yeah.
didn't hate the film, but I see all the problems.
bad.
You know what I'm saying?
It was awful.
It was
It
bad.
bombed.
It was so bad.
Your whole
It was so
universe,
bad.
basically your universe has bombed. And what everybody was basically saying is you might just want to start over. But you have a problem when you have a Wonder Woman that's successful. You can't
Right.
just scrap her. You have a Superman, you have a good Superman that's been poorly written. Henry Cavill, if you get the right director and the right writer, dog, he has a great
They were
look.
all good. It just was a bad movie.
I think because you can't tell me he wasn't a good Superman in Justice League. I give Justice
Okay,
League
you know what?
had a good Superman in it.
Ooh.
When he was the bad guy, he kicked ass, and when he got to be Smiley, he was a good Superman, dog. He was bright and blues.
They
He
were
knew how to
all
do
good.
it. No, Flash sucked. But
he was the smallest pill of that movie. But yeah, you know what? Okay,
you
fair
got
enough.
Ben Affleck leaving. Like, dog, your shit's a mess.
It's a
You
mess.
already have Aquaman in the can. They can't even renege on Aquaman. It's been shot.
That's another problem.
And usually a movie that's come out in December, you would at least have had a teaser. Something as big as Aquaman, we would have at least had a teaser by now.
I thought they kind of gave us
They
something.
had like a little behind the scenes situation, but they ain't had
Nope.
shit else yet.
Nope, they gave no teaser. We have
Okay.
no idea what this is about to be. So no,
well.
DC is a mess. I don't know if they know what they're doing. Like I said, and that's not like I said. Harley has
TV's a mess. Movies are a mess.
The
The only
TV?
thing that they got.
the team is
Oh
not a
no!
mess.
Wait, I'm sorry. Wait, my bad.
The cartoons are a mess.
No, I'm sorry. You're right. No, when I said TV, you know what I wasn't thinking of? I wasn't thinking of CW. I
Yeah.
think of CW as a whole different entity because
Nah,
they're doing
but
something
DC.
completely different. But fair enough. No, you're right.
Yeah.
So DC, yeah, not
The TV's
not
going good.
Not that aspect of the TV, but the new aspect that's coming out now, like this new Teen Titans, this new what was the other thing they got? They got something else coming out.
Well, I like
Have you seen the like Raven and all the
the
costumes and all
Titans
that
show.
stuff?
Yeah,
Have you seen it?
I have. But I still have faith in Titans.
Oh wow.
I'd audition for Titans, dog.
Oh, for real?
I had a fucking audition for Titans, and I was so angry. I was so fucking angry I had to audition for Titans, dog, because I'd audition for a role that I wouldn't fit. I don't think I can say who it is, but just say he's a black character. He's big. He was in Justice League.
I just had no orgasm.
Boom! I'd audition for that
Me
character.
too.
Oh, like when I read it, I was like, "Wait, I'm auditioning for this."
You gotta
And I was
get
like, "Oh
some pump on
man,
9, baby.
I know I'm not gonna get this. I'm a fanboy. I know if I was to be cast in that role, you know how many people would be mad? He got this 5'8". He doesn't look anything like the comic books. He doesn't look like he could do the things that Bert could do. No, we want someone else. I feel like he would rob me. I need someone more heroic looking.
Sir, have you seen the footage for Shazam?
I hope Shazam is good though. I hope it's good.
Oh my
hope
God.
it's
I want DC to win.
You do?
But they just suck at winning now.
They don't know what winning is.
Wonder Woman was a win. That's the only win since the Dark Knight.
Oh my God! They gave it, but they handed it over to this chick who knew what the fuck she was doing.
Yeah.
And
she sure did.
Didn't have it was my understanding that she did have to fight. She got to do what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
And guess what they got? A great film. You know what I don't know. Is she coming back for the second one?
Yeah, she is.
Okay,
yeah,
so boom.
is.
And they're gonna
They've
do
been
the second
cast
thing.
Cheetah already. That's gonna be in the 80s.
Cheetah is. Please tell me it's not Kristen Wiig.
It is.
Oh fuck, that was true.
That was true.
Oh well.
You
never
know
mind.
what? I think
you know
it might be
mind.
no.
You can,
it might
you can
be
have
okay.
a win. You can have
it
one
might
win.
be one of those.
You just gave up on him. Kristen Wiig might kill it.
I
It
thought
might be
they
like
were
a
lying,
Michael
'cause I
Keaton
thought that
thing
was a
because
lie.
apparently back when Michael Keaton was cast as Batman, everybody was like, "Oh
They
my
went
God,
crazy.
that's horrible." And he is
Beetlejuice
the
was
best.
all he was known for.
So,
I
I
like
mean, it
Chris.
might be okay.
And
don't
Michael
wanna shit
Keaton
on
was
Kristen
5'7"
Wiig. It might work,
and
though.
did not look the part, and them fanboys went
They may be
nuts.
something
But I mean, many
about
times in
her.
history, fanboys went nuts over Michael Keaton. Fanboys went nuts over Heath Ledger.
Yeah.
Oh, I went nuts
Yes.
with Heath Ledger. Yeah,
Yes.
okay, I'm sorry.
That
yeah.
was like, the fuck?
I was like,
So
what
I'm like,
were we
you know what?
thinking?
Obviously, they saw something in this woman because this is weird as fuck. It's
Yeah,
probably
I
about
know.
to be lit. It's fine.
You-
It's gonna be
probably
okay.
No,
It's
no, they're
gonna
not
be
making
fine.
good decisions right
But
now.
Wonder
though.
Woman
No,
is. And it's the
they're
same director.
It's gonna be fine.
No.
Watch. She gonna kill
Okay.
it. Watch.
You know what? I will have faith. Okay.
It
What's
is
her name?
weird as fuck,
Is it Catherine or
Kristen.
Kathleen?
No, not Kristen Wiig. Some other director.
The director,
It's
yeah.
Kathleen
Oh,
something.
Kathleen is Kathleen, right?
It's
Okay.
Kathleen something.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. But this all sounds like a bad idea.
Why?
It's gonna be okay.
Kristen Wiig.
No, I know absolutely.
I like Kristen Wiig too.
at Patty Jenkins. Is
Patty.
here, I'm
Oh
sorry.
shit.
But
You really fucked that
absolutely
one up.
no,
Patty
because
Jenkins.
Catherine I believe was the original director, but she couldn't do it because
Okay.
she comes from she came from like Breaking Bad. I remember at first Wonder Woman had one of the high profile Breaking Bad directors was supposed to direct it, but she couldn't do it. Something happened with her, and they got Patty Jenkins. And big ups to Patty Jenkins because of course she showed us she could do a thing. But yeah,
So
son.
good. Okay.
No, as a fan of the Cheetah character, I don't see it right now.
Yeah, that's what makes.
They've been different incarnations of Cheetah.
Casting people though lately.
Yeah.
And to do it to have this feel like a miscast.
But Wonder Woman didn't.
It's gonna be okay.
We'll see.
Watch.
We'll see. They're the blip on the radar that so far does not been fucking up. That's why I'm hoping Shazam. Because Shazam's supposed to be a comedy, dog. So I'm not gonna take it seriously.
It's supposed to be a comedy.
To a degree, it's supposed to be one of the lightest movie yet because it's about a freaking 14-year-old kid, man. You know what I mean? That can say Shazam and turn into a superhero.
Oh, you talking about Shazam? I thought you
Yeah.
were talking about Wonder Woman stuff.
Oh hell no! Wonder Woman's gonna be Wonder Woman the same time as the last one, but
okay.
Shazam's will be a comedy, dog. So I'm gonna take that a little differently. I'm gonna be a little lighter on it. You dig?
I just think it looks very silly.
It might be good silly.
Maybe.
I'm
But I'm leaning. I don't have a lot of faith in them right now. They're not making a lot of good decisions. And
well, you know what?
maybe this will be the turn.
You know what DC's killing that in
What?
comics. They're killing their comics
They're
right
killing
now.
the comics.
You've been
I think
reading
they're killing in the cartoons too.
Except for the cartoon
animated
movies. They haven't been as good as they were. At one
What
point,
did you think of Ninja? Did you watch Ninja yet?
I like Batman Ninja, but I won't give that to them. I'm gonna give it to the Japanese people who made that. But before Batman Ninja, dog, they did this switch up in their comic book movies, and they just haven't been as good as the ones. Like, cause there was a point they had a stride of all the animated films, which is hitting,
Mm-hmm.
and like at one point they started doing like this New 52 cartoons. Like when they did from Justice League War on, I've not been the biggest fan of the animated films. From Justice League War on, when they told that first story of the Justice League, I think that's War, whatever one that is, and they changed a lot of things about things that worked. But I like Teen Titans Go on some weird shit. Like, nigga, I be getting high and just watching Teen Titans Go sometimes, and I
It's a
be
really
joking the
good
fuck
show.
out. They say if that Teen Titans Go to the movies film does well, they're gonna bring back the Teen Titans original version.
Really?
Tara Strong said that.
That's what I want to see.
And
I
so,
like that one.
and if
a lot.
and once again, so they're gonna be winning. They already got good. Teen Titans Go is already popular. They went in there. They bringing back the old Teen Titans. People gonna watch that shit. They're already bringing back Young Justice. That's already almost about to be done. Young Justice season 3, and that's probably their best work when it comes to animated stuff. Though I love Young Justice. So you know, DC, everywhere but the films are doing well. The Flash movie lost another director, and it's not gonna be Flashpoint no more. They don't know what the fuck they want to do with that, but it's like
just I mean, if we could only pull the plug, if Wonder Woman hadn't done so well, we weren't so
they could refresh everything. Well, it's that the fact that Wonder Woman was popular and Aquaman already shot. They got to move in the can. They can't just not put it out. And people love Jason Momoa.
Yep. Yeah, I like this Aquaman. It's like what you got a couple things right here.
Justin Lin is the director.
I thought it was James Wan. It's Justin
that's
Lin.
what I meant to say. James Wan. I always say Justin Lin when I mean James Wan. I'm sorry. Justin Lin is a whole actor, I believe.
No, Justin Lin is the Fast and the Furious guy, right? He directed like the ones up until when like your boy died.
I think you're right. Yeah. Justin Lin. I'm being racist. But anyway, well, speaking of racism, let's get into this episode.
All right, there you go. Perfect segment. Perfect.
Stalling.
We got it.
That's what stalling. Stalling leads you to
Stalling.
racism.
You did stall.
I'm gonna blame it on Ambien. So
fair enough.
Let's get into. Wait, did we do an introductions? We did that, right?
You stalling.
No, we didn't.
We didn't, so we didn't do introductions.
Bullshit.
We did do introductions.
This is bullshit. We did introductions.
We did do introductions because that's.
Damn it.
You're a fat ass. Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Just in case we didn't, this is Mr. Bats.
Shit.
I'm not gonna go through the whole spiel. I just don't remember.
Yeah.
I did so much stalking.
I'm J.Steel, nigga.
And this is your favorite host, Marty.
And if we did do them and I listen to this back, I might just edit this part out, or I might keep it in because we suck. Okay. So anyway.
Like Gabe.
Alright, well, phone that. You want a phone? See my phone?
No.
I gotta see it. Boom.
I said no, I do not see it, good sir.
Closer.
Okay.
Closer.
So let me show you that.
You wouldn't be FatGirlNola if you didn't.
This is pretty not fat, girl. No, this is very healthy. Delicious.
Oh, boo.
I know. I'm being boring right now.
But it's always the best way.
Alright, so apparently my agent told me it's possibly back and forth.
That's still crazy, but okay.
I just got booked in this freaking show, dog, and like the schedule is just crazy. And the bitch shooting Puerto Rico.
Oh, for real? Oh,
yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah, she was in Puerto Rico.
Great.
And like I got these 4 dates, but they like spread out as fuck. So I just hit up my agent like, hey yo, like they gonna kidnap me for a month in Puerto Rico, or they gonna be flying me back and forth? I don't know how this goes.
It's over the course of like 1 month space out?
Yeah, it's 4 days over the course of 1 month.
Okay.
So yeah, so they just hit me up like, yeah, they're gonna. Wait, let me see. Basically, it's gonna be back and forth. I'm like, good to know, because you just confused me. But yeah, I'll look at that later, man. But yeah, man. So
congrats, man.
Yeah, thanks, dude. Like that's why I'm trying to tell everybody to download Crackle. So download that good old Crackle. You heard me?
Sounds like a crack app.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying, man, apparently I'm not allowed to say that I'm booked on this show just yet, so they let out their press release in like 2 weeks. But everybody listening, go download some goddamn Crackle, because I'm going to be on Crackle next year, dog, and I need y'all to get Crackle.
He's
crackling right now.
The free service that I didn't realize was a thing. Crackle, find it now. It's on your Roku. It's on your PSs. Wherever you can find your shit.
It's on the corner.
Yes, man. And there's a Snatch TV show apparently on that thing. You ever watch Snatch the movie?
No. Is it Snatched? I thought it was Get Shorty or something. It's Snatched. That's a TV series. Okay, all right.
Get Shorty. You know what? There would be a cool TV series. Get Shorty.
I can't remember what it is. They did a TV series of another movie on Crackle.
I don't know. I know Snatch was the one guy like Snatch. Okay. Snatch was with Brad Pitt.
Yeah, with the British accent.
Yeah, they weren't even a British accent. He was speaking gypsy.
Oh, that's what he...
Yeah, because you couldn't understand him. And Jason Statham was like the main character in that joint. And I really liked him. It was one of my favorites at that time. But like, yeah, so I like the movie enough. So I'm going to give Snatch the TV show a shot. But yeah, I just didn't know Crackle was a thing, dog. It just.
So you can watch your Snatch on Crackle. Yeah.
You can watch your Snatch on Crackle.
Pretty much.
That's why she's here, ladies and gentlemen. So, man, welcome to the Reviewing That Show. We here today, reviewing Them Dere White People. Finally got to the last episode. Our journey with this one has finally come to a close.
Oh, no.
This is that actor guy, Mr. Bats is in the building. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell that Mr. out or you ain't gonna find me. And as usual, I'm here with the Reviewing That crew, man.
Hey. Is it my turn?
Hey.
Well, God, one of these days y'all gonna get this shit
Somebody
together.
gonna do one day.
One day.
How many shows have you been doing? Yeah,
You can't even say 10
we'll figure it
episodes.
out.
We've been doing this since Black Lightning,
Yeah,
goddammit.
I'm
So, we'll
sorry.
figure it out. It's
Hi
fine.
guys, it's my name is J.Steel, and I'm also the FatGirlNola. How y'all doing? You can catch me also on TheMisbelief Radio Show at TheMisbelief.podbean.com. You can also catch me on my amazing food blog, FatGirlNola. You can also catch me as the president of the Gamby Hate Club.
Oh,
Ooh,
God.
all right.
We haven't
And
even
send
seen...
all of your
Hashtag it.
postcards up Gamby's ass.
Ooh, please do that.
See,
that.
I thought we was on Gabe on this show.
Oh, yeah,
Why are you
that's right.
still coming at
Yeah.
Gamby on a whole nother show?
I mean,
Because
he's
they-
sort of the catalyst. He's
Yeah.
the Irene Ryan of this award.
Thank
We gotta,
you.
we
Thank
gotta
you.
hold on to him, right? You know, we gotta
Yeah.
hold on to him. Gotta give him credit where credit's due.
Yeah, man. Never let the hate die.
Send your emails to reviewingthat@gmail.com. I will be most likely
Or up
replacing...
Gamby's ass.
I'm most likely replacing 2 of my co-hosts.
Potentially.
Potentially.
You know, this was all fun. I just
It
want
was
to say
awesome
thank you.
while
This
it
was a great
lasted.
time.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you so much for listening, Naja.
You freaking,
We
Appreciate
let
you
you
sticking
down.
around. Yeah.
freaking dicks, man.
It's your favorite host, Marty here. Marty Edwards 504 on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. Also go to lowrainpictures.com, click on the Your30 tab where I co-host a show there with The Arrogant Observer called Your30 with Marty and The Arrogant Observer. Check it out.
Yeah, man, we talked some cash money shit about the Arrogant Observer on our last podcast. Check that out, y'all. Episode 55, Side A. It starts at home on the FlyWithBats Podcast. You know, we got a absolutely friendly back and forth going on, you know, with 6 Degrees of Black Panther with the Your30 Podcast.
Yes.
And Marty, dog,
When was that released?
today.
Okay, I was about to say, I just checked it yesterday and I didn't see anything.
Today.
Okay, cool.
But like, dude,
Gotcha. Okay.
I need on your next episode. You need to send us whoever you've been holding on to.
Oh, for real? Okay,
Because
cool.
I keep trying to tag. We talking that shit on ours at Lawrence. You keep sending us ones and we keep eating them motherfuckers
You
up.
ate this one too?
This dude was on Passions. Lawrence is weird because he gave us an anchor. He gave us an anchor from WDSU, and at first I'm like, wait, an anchor? Like, how are we gonna connect this? And I went on his IMDb. I was like, oh, he been on a few things.
Oh,
this
really?
dude Charles Dibbons was on Passions. He was on Half and Half. He was on.
Oh.
he was on.
Random.
Yeah.
You know when you get to
Charles
half and half, it's over.
Yeah.
It's over. You get to half and half, it's
You
black
good.
as fuck.
Honestly,
Right.
yo, you know what? I've actually, ironically, Essence Atkins. I've been watching Marlon's
Yeah.
show on Netflix. Have
Well,
y'all watched it? at
Never
all?
watched it.
Nuh-uh.
It's I don't know how y'all feel about Marlon. I'm not really high on him.
I
but-
wish he would try some more dramatic stuff because
I
he
wish
hinted at that early in his career that he could kill drama and he just never went back.
Never,
Yeah.
yeah. But this show, his sitcom, man, I didn't have a lot of high hopes for it, man. But I binged it
It's
in
nice?
like 3 days. Oh yeah, it's so much better because so
Because his stand up wasn't popping. That
His
just
stand-up
happened.
isn't pop.
I
But you
think
know
you
what?
told me Naked sucked that
Oh,
movie.
Naked was terrible.
It wasn't.
It was
very
really
good.
bad.
Yeah.
My 5-year-old thought it was funny.
Oh really? Okay.
Yeah,
fair
I
enough.
hated
That says
it.
everything.
It wasn't
Yeah.
bad. It was pretty trash. But
It's bad.
so what they've done is, to me, I feel like with this show, they've kind of figured out what works for Marlon. Like they've somehow they've I guess just with time and age, he's gotten a lot better. And his Marlonisms.
Marlonism?
Yeah, where it's just so he sort of just breaks into his whole little thing. They found
And
a
it
way to
doesn't feel
make
throwback.
that.
It doesn't feel old or
doesn't.
stale because I'm like,
No,
damn.
they found a way to really make it work, in my opinion.
Everyone
man.
else is a straight man.
I didn't even
Yeah,
know
every
they had a
kind of
show
yeah,
out.
like it's a show that's on NBC. It's it ran like 10 episodes. It got a second season, so I think it's about to start pretty soon because that's how they do with Netflix.
Because all these NBC, CBS motherfuckers been getting
Yeah.
accused of not having enough blackness on their networks, so they've been trying to
Yeah.
keep. They're trying to get some blackness. And I guess that's another reason why.
That is.
But you say it's actually good, so
It's really good. It's a show that I wouldn't have thought would have been that good coming on NBC. I thought it was
Right.
a show that was destined to be.
I wouldn't even
canceled.
see
Yeah.
Marlon on NBC.
Yeah, I wouldn't
Right.
either. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
You know?
But it fits like a glove, man. And they've really kind of put together a formula that works for him and makes him. Oh man, it's just I I really was ready to shit on the show.
Right.
And after the first episode, like first 15 minutes, I'm like, oh, this actually might work. And then we got to the end of it, and it's like, no, you actually put together a great pilot episode, and then it takes you through the rest of the season. They earn all their moments and stuff.
Okay,
in my opinion.
Marlon.
It's it's something. If you guys aren't watching this, like I think people should be. It's pretty damn good.
Because a couple people told me to check out Tracy Morgan's show. So,
Lasso G?
Yeah, so I'm planning on catching that soon. So I guess I'll give him a little Marlon and a little shot.
Give Marlon some love.
A little love,
Give it a shot.
But I'm going to give Tracy's a shot first because that's coming like highly acclaimed from a few people.
It's really good. I haven't watched it all the way through. I've seen like 6 episodes, but it's really good.
Cool, man.
Okay,
we just saw Ocean's 8.
Oh my God, it was life. It was amazing. It was like everything awesome about all of the Ocean's movies, which, by the way, the original is my favorite. The new ones
I gave you my Ocean's DVDs.
Yeah, I have it.
Great. I was going crazy the other day. Today when I got home, like, where are they? Because Ocean's 8 made me want to watch Ocean's 11 again.
Go back.
Oh my God! Because there's a few like in a weird way callbacks to like the original series. There's a few cameos. There's a few little things that's similar, and specifically,
it is the same universe.
No, it is.
It is.
And funny enough, Sandra Bullock and Kate Blanchett, they're just like George Clooney and Brad Pitt. Like they made avatars of them too, and it's so hilarious seeing their interplay. Because I'm a huge fan of the Oceans, so I'm like, oh my God. Because even when we do the 48, man, me and Mike always joke about how he Danny and I'm Rusty. You feel me? So it's like I'm seeing my female Danny and Rusty's up there. Like, all right, I see y'all living up. Y'all. Yes.
Yeah, it was really good. It was amazing. I was hoping that. I don't know, like he said, I was hoping it was going to be in the same universe for one. Okay. So happy when it was, but then also, like, I really like seeing these 8 bomb-ass women do this shit.
So everybody carried their own?
Yeah. Definitely.
Yes.
You know what, I was kind of curious of how Rihanna was going to fare in this bunch.
I was too, because the way they marketed it, it seemed like her role was going to be really small.
Yes. Yeah,
and without giving away too much, she
damn near stole the show.
Yeah, she was a pivotal part of the plot.
She damn near stole the show.
Couldn't do it without her.
Dude, for real. That's the thing. Like I think I really liked Ocean's 8. I won't say it was amazing. You know what I mean? But
it was good.
No. I mean, no, you're a woman. It was definitely to you. So I understand.
For me, it was like, yes, doing this shit, yes.
Yeah. So I mean, our we're gonna have different experiences, but I really, really liked it. It's just I got a bias to the Oceans 11 and 12, and there's one key thing that's a spoiler, but not a big spoiler that really grinds my gears.
Mine too.
You want to hear it? You want to hear it? You want to hear the spoiler? You want to hear it?
It's ridiculous.
It's small, but it'll piss you off. Now, people, skip 30 seconds, because I'm about to say what the spoiler is. If you want to know what the spoiler is now, I'm telling Marty, it's not so huge it's going to ruin the movie. It's just something that's in the movie that's like, why did you do that? So it's coming in 3, 2, 1, start skipping. They killed Danny Ocean.
Oh, I did. Okay, I knew that.
Awesome. So no more spoilers. So I can talk around it.
Yeah, so I can't remember. They mentioned it in the. I can't remember if I was watching a promotional thing or a trailer, but at some point they mentioned that. I was like, oh, that's
unnecessary.
Does that mean that we're? Yeah, that's why I was asking. Was it still in the same universe? I wasn't quite sure if it was supposed to be connected or if that was
Now they made it ambiguous enough that you could. They bring up the question. Did he die?
That's what I was gonna ask. That's my next question.
But like you think you're gonna get a payoff that you don't get. They never answer the question.
They set it up to where you think, he's gonna know. It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Who's your both of you? Who's your favorite? I'm
gonna just say this on that topic. Like,
all right.
They leave it. Like they never show a body.
Okay.
They like at the top of the movie, she even said, "You better really, really," like she visits his
grave.
Yeah, and she be like, "You better." It's not even a grave. You see what I'm saying? It's like one of those ones that
mausoleum kind of
type thing. So it's like we just see the plaque of the name. Mm-hmm. So it's like she at one point said, "You really better be in there." And then like other characters throughout the movie asked, "You think?" And she be like, "I don't." So they left it open enough, but they still kind of closed it because of the last scene. You'd be like, "Wait."
I just knew he.
Go see the movie, man.
Okay,
Go see the movie. Now, you saying what's the favorite characters? What do you think?
Rihanna and Kate Blanchett.
The same.
Yeah.
The exact same,
they
son.
held it the fuck down.
Kate Blanchett was pure swag.
So swaggy.
She popped up on my radar. Rewatched Thor.
Oh yeah, she killed Thor.
That woman kills.
She
that
killed
woman
Thor.
kills every movie she touches.
Yeah.
Like, she's
Yeah, she
amazing.
really does.
She's an Oscar winner. She's an Oscar winner.
She's an Oscar winner, but she
Best
literally
Picture?
disappears into every role she has, and she holds it the fuck.
Oh my god, dog!
Oh,
Like,
yeah,
and what's great about her character was like,
Is she funny?
you know, it's that kind of humor. Like, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
like everybody's
she's
kind
very
of.
It's that witty
Yeah.
shit. It's that witty shit. It's all that witty shit. Like I said, the funniest shit might go to Rihanna. Like, dude, she damn near stole the show. Like, they gave her, because you know, with anything with this game, like, it's sometimes certain characters gonna fit you like a glove. Even if you wouldn't be able to handle 50 other characters.
Right.
Certain times that one character just be that one right one, like Tiffany Haddish in Girl Trip, like you
Yeah.
know, like Jack on Incredibles
Right.
Part 2. You feel me? Like, because Jack damn near stole the show in Incredibles Part 2.
He really
Oh,
did.
y'all seen Incredibles?
Yeah.
Dang,
You need to
man.
go see it, Marty.
Yeah, I'm behind.
Come
I'm behind.
on.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was it. Exactly.
Yeah.
We working this movie pass. The only movie
Yeah.
I haven't seen. There's two. I still didn't see Upgrade yet. I'm trying to see that probably tomorrow because it's only in one more screen right now. You know when it gets down to one screen.
About to go
It's-
bye-bye.
yeah.
So I'm gonna probably try to see that tomorrow. But
Homewood?
I think it was in Wood.
Yeah.
But no, you saw the motherfucking
I saw
movie.
it.
I want no, not fucking Upgrade.
Superfly,
Goddamn it! You gotta tell me about that experience because it was so funny.
Okay.
J.Steel, bro. Like L-Dub, Arrogant Observer already saw Superfly.
Yeah.
Kind of like, unless I'm remembering it wrong, kind of shat on it a little.
Ain't no kind of about it.
Alright.
He shat on it, but Marty, I felt like while I'm listening to the podcast, he was me in the instance because everything Lawrence was saying, I'm like, that's not bad. Wait, I want to see that. Like, that's kind of cool.
Sold me on the movie.
Yeah, he gotta make me want to go see what you said. It's a lot of titties in action, bitch. That's all I expect from that bitch. Is some
Titties
titties
in
in action.
action.
Then I listened to this other podcast,
Uh-huh.
and somebody else saw it, and it was like, bruh, it's like you got to go in there knowing it's gonna be ridiculous. They really made a blaxploitation film, like the nigga know martial arts and shit. They got titties everywhere, all
That
kind of.
sounds like a really
The
good
black
movie.
man all the problems on the black man, but the black man got to overcome. He said, bruh, you got to go in there expecting the ridiculousness of an actual blaxploitation film instead of trying to like judge it like an Oscar worthy piece.
It was like a season. You know how Sons of Anarchy works?
Never
How
watched
it's-
it.
Oh, you never? Oh, shoot.
Me
damn.
either.
Okay.
Heard it was awesome.
Well, the way it works is about this biker club, right? And the way it works is they kind of get themselves into this huge situation each season, and by the end of it, they figure out a way to come out on top somehow every single way, and that's kind of it was like a whole season in like an hour and 45 minutes of Superfly, because like they put him in sort of like some similar same situation because he's a drug dealer and stuff like that.
Here's the
So-
man.
Yeah, and but oh god, what was I gonna say in the beginning? Oh yeah, so yeah, lots of titties in the beginning. Tons of titties.
Please don't spoil anything.
That's
I
really
want to see this
awesome.
movie. Don't spoil it.
Yeah, I won't spoil anything, but I will say that. So my screening, these kids came in with their
No.
clearly aunt and maybe grandmother.
Why would you bring children to see
None of
Superfly?
them were older than 12, I assure you. Wow. I'm being generous with 12.
Why would you do that?
Right? Okay.
Hey, D-Facts, go
And
find
so-
the security footage and find this lady.
Yo, they had like three black guys, group of black gentlemen together down here, and we all kind of clock them. Now, none of us say anything to each other, but I'm eavesdropping on them, or at least they're talking loud enough where I can hear it. And they're like, oh, do they know what they're coming to see?
Right.
Da, da, da. So one of them, because when there's titties, there's titties for a while. I mean, like literally, you can clock them. It's
I mean, this is a music video director,
party?
bruh, so you should see some of them shots gonna probably feel like music video
It
shit.
will, and
That's what I
shout
expect.
out to him, Director X, because
Yeah.
the way. Okay, so anyway, about the titties.
About the titties.
The guy leans over to see what they're doing in the moment, because like it's just like 10 minutes of titties straight. So he's just curious. He's got to see what they're doing, and I'm just like, okay, that's a little too intrusive, but
Yeah.
I'm kind of curious myself.
You're right.
But I don't know, when I
Did you
got up
see?
and I walked past them.
Yeah.
No, I didn't see it.
Oh,
When I
okay.
got up and walked past them, they were kind of like, now see, that was a very, loyalty and stuff. They were talking to the kids and stuff, and I was like, okay, well,
They were trying to
I guess
bring.
we're not gonna mention the
wait,
titties.
wait a minute. So they were trying to break down the themes that you
Yeah.
could take from Superfly, the positive messagings that you could take from Superfly.
Yes.
That's how they were trying to justify taking these children to see this fucking movie.
Right, yeah. Like, no bullshit. Yes.
This is hilarious.
Yes. So, but the movie, have y'all ever seen...
Kids?
Have y'all ever seen this movie called Repentance?
No.
It stars Anthony Mackie and Forrest Whitaker.
No, that's I know a movie you're talking about. It was shot here. Because it was man, it was that movie. It's like Adela was in it. Yeah, Adela. Yes, my grandma. Shouts out to you, Adela.
Oh, for real?
Not my real grandma.
Oh, okay, fair enough. She was real tight with my mother.
Adela's storyteller and Carol Sutton. They're really good friends. They're two like legend women actors in the game, and they both played my grandmother and plays multiple times. So whenever I see him, it's like, Mama, Grandma, you feel me? That's my people, Jeremy. So whenever I hear that, yeah, but don't she play somebody crazy as Mama, Grandma?
Mama, yeah, she plays like Forrest Whitaker's mother.
Word.
And not to give too much away because it gets a little.
I heard the movie suck.
It does. It's awful.
I probably heard it from y'all podcast. As a matter of fact, y'all had a review of it.
We had like a review. We just shat on it.
Yeah. It was from y'all. It was from y'all.
But you could tell where it was an independent movie. It was shot down here. You could tell they ran out of money, or it seemed like just the script was just a little kind of all over the place. There wasn't enough time to fix it, and so you could kind of see the seams, basically, in my opinion. And when he made that reference to this movie, I was like, okay, cool. So eventually there's going to be a shot. This movie's going to be real choppy. We're going to jump from one side of the room to another, or to outside, day to night, or something.
Well, music video director made that too?
Yeah. Well, no, I don't know who directed that one, actually. Okay. But anyway, I get to the movie, and it's like, there's none of that there. Like, this movie, surprisingly, to say it didn't get the promotion I thought it would have.
Was Superfly?
Yeah, to me, it wasn't really pushed like I thought it was.
I mean, it was some nigga shit, and even niggas thought it was gonna be some silly nigga shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It kind of was, but you know what? In the sense of I never felt like they ran out of money. None of the action scenes felt like there wasn't enough bullets. I'm like, nah, these guns are still going on.
It was a well-made movie then.
It was really great. It was like, I don't know. I want to. When we have the show, we're going to review it, so we can talk a little bit more in depth about what exactly it was that Arrogant Observer didn't like, or what the reference was.
Well, I want on that show because I will have seen it by then. I want on that. I want on that.
I don't understand. I don't know.
No, I'm not. Because it's probably some nigga shit. I'm trying to tell you, dog. You gotta remember, he's still an arrogant observer. He probably was coming to it with his Oscar eyes when you gotta go to it with your nigga eyes. I'm not going to this movie expecting to see some high class shit, bruh. I want to see titties and some guns and the black man doing some karate, and I want to see him winning the end. I want to see him fluff his perm. I want to see him have he got 2 girlfriends, right? That's some crazy shit. This because I know they want to make him a pimp, like in the original or some shit. Kinda. So he got 2 girls. I want to see black man with his little perm and his 2 girlfriends and his drug dealing. He came in crypto coin. What the fuck is that shit?
Some sort of
I don't even know. The movie gonna tell me. Yes, nigga. I want niggadry, dog. And I'm gonna support it because it's black. So I don't give a goddamn. Don't give a damn.
Yeah, I definitely.
I want to see Superfly. I want to see Superfly because like this was one thing that's happening. I hear a lot on different black podcasts that be reviewing like movies, and I agree with this sentiment. Like, white people get to make mediocre movies all the time.
They do.
They get to get away with, like, we make a movie that don't do that well. A lot of times we be canceled. But white people, dog, we look at the movie theater. Every movie ain't a 10. And when a lot of movies that's our favorites ain't 10s. If you think about half the movies you like growing up, you go back to the bitches, go read a review on that thing.
Yeah.
Go read a review on New Jack City. Go read a review on Friday. Like, see some upper echelon motherfucker try to break down why they don't like Friday. You like, hey, fuck you. I like Friday. I like Summertime Switch. I like Summertime Switch. I like Twins, nigga. You hear me? I like all these random ass movies we grew up on. So, Arrogant Observer, I think you need to go back in there and see it again with your nigga eyes. Oh, with way less, expectations, dog. You know what I'm saying?
He was like, he shat on Rick Ross so bad. I was just like, oh man, Rick Ross, I hope you don't really come in and shit on it. But it's like,
But is Rick Ross, isn't he playing a drug dealer? So come on!
I think my man says like 10 sentences.
How much can you expect from a drug dealer?
I didn't know he was in that movie.
Yeah, it's literally like for like one scene and
cameo.
Cameo almost. Yeah, he comes in, he does his. I mean, I don't think they plan for him to come in and be somebody else other than
right.
Rick Ross.
That's what I'm saying.
I wouldn't. That's who he was.
I wouldn't. He's just coming for the credibility of a big boss nigga.
And it takes place in Atlanta, and I feel like there was a ton of people in there that was that maybe I should have known, but I didn't quite know, but it was more attached to Atlanta.
Does homie handle his business? Because he's known from Grownish, so people's trying to shit on him like...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's what he's on, right? He's
on Grownish. I don't watch it.
Right,
I just know he's on there, so there's like... They got the little boy from Grownish to be Superfly.
He is great.
Okay.
He was great.
Okay.
Because like in the beginning, they set him up in the very beginning. The very first scene, you know what this cat's all about, and it's I don't know. That first scene was a little hit or miss here and there, but overall, man, it was real solid. It was like, yep, that's how you start this bad boy off. All right, let's do it.
And look, it could have always been Nick Cannon, so we lucked up.
Oh my God! What?
No.
Are you serious?
No. I'm talking shit. I'm just saying, like, when I watch Chirac, I often just look at it like, dog, y'all know y'all could have cast someone else in this role, like, no. And the thing is, Nick Cannon did everything Nick Cannon could do. Like, he didn't really even suck in Chirac. He just was miscast. Like, if you think about...
he showed up to work.
Yeah, because you think about, like, from a technical aspect, his acting wasn't not believable. Like, he did his thing.
Yeah,
it's just, no, not you. No, I'm more than sure there's so many other niggas that we would have believed like this. But, yeah, so I was afraid that was going to happen in Superfly on, like, you got this pretty boy-ass cat that maybe not can't handle both sides of the spectrum. Because you got to be swaggy, so I ain't hating on the prettiness. But you got to make me believe that you're a tough dude, too, when it's come time to do that karate.
I'm like, I want it. Oh, yeah, no, he kills that stuff.
He's not no Iron Fist shit.
Oh, God. If Iron Fist.
Oh, no.
If Iron Fist could have been a fraction of this cat's, like, just charisma, not even fighting scenes, just charisma, I think that would have made the show go a lot further. But, nah, man, this dude, though, like, to his style and the swag and stuff, man, like, I'm currently kind of like redoing my wardrobe and sort of adding kind of transitioning, if you will.
Yeah.
And it had me sort of like, oh yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna take some.
That's how you're supposed to do that.
A little bit of that.
Like, yeah, no, my man is real style.
Let me give you a little bit of. I mean, dude, he has to be to pull off the fucking perm. And one thing that was spoiled for me already was like and I appreciate that. I don't appreciate the spoiler, but I appreciate that this happens. They say like, since it's real life, he get real about having the perm, and I'm like. I'm glad someone at least somebody got to bring it up. Because you can't just have a nigga running around here with a perm and don't bring it up.
It's so half-assed, though.
You feel like they should give it to him more?
Nobody really gave it to him. But yeah, they,
But we are in Atlanta, so...
Yeah.
There's that.
Atlanta got all kind of hairstyles, though. Right, all kind of shit's accepted. So, like, I guess that's the mini non-spoiler review of Superfly.
But that is a recommend, definitely.
All right, I can't wait to see it because you're going to hear me talking my shit about it too as soon as I hear it. Like I said, we're going to review it. I'm going to review it with y'all, son. Let me know when y'all record that review because I can't wait.
Be on Wednesday, man. I'll tell you the time.
Let me know. I can't wait because by then I will have seen it. And by then I'll be ready to rib the fuck out of Lawrence and be like, L-Dub, what's wrong? What's wrong? I can't wait. It's going to be great. I might even maybe hustle up the other version of it so we can kind of watch. But anyway.
There you go.
Yeah. Rubs hands like Birdman. So, before we get into this episode, we got us a Naja mail.
Yay!
We love us some Naja.
Yay!
So, as we dig into the crazy, once again, you can always be a part of the conversation by hitting us up at reviewingdat@gmail.com. So this one goes, hey y'all, it's Naja. Just tossing in that the name of that shapeshifter who y'all couldn't remember and what he looks like is Hannibal Bates, aka Everyman. Remember on the Flash we were talking about how I forget what we were saying this in relation to, but we're saying how this dude was shapeshifting so much that he didn't even remember his original form.
Yeah. I remember what were we talking about?
I forgot what we were talking about that happens because we be getting on tangents. But yeah, it's Everyman. That's the comic character name. Okay. He's from the Flash and it seems to have most normal metahuman name. Yeah, it is Everyman, right? Everyman. Probably because Caitlin and not Cisco named him. Enjoy. Yeah. Nah, because DC named him and they have a lot of whack ass names, honestly. They got a lot of whack names in the DC universe. And I'm kind of more partial to us, but I know that. This is a general overview of what I think of the show Dear White People. I thoroughly enjoy this show, and I never even saw the movie. See the movie. Go watch the movie, Naja. It's worth watching. They really found a great way to show the multiple facets of young black people. First, shouts out to the fact that they are all intelligent and doing something with their lives, more or less. Second, these people are humanized and so damn relatable that I can almost name people in my own life that I can compare them to. My favorite character by far is definitely Lionel. J.Steel.
Hey, Team Lionel.
After that, it goes Joel, Kelsey, Troy, Reggie, then Coco. Sam is my Pusha T, not my top 5.
Wow.
No shade.
That's so wrong.
Damn, she don't like Sam. She got Coco at the bottom. Let me see what she said. Joel after Lionel, Kelsey, who loves us some Kelsey, Troy, my nigga,
Okay.
Right.
then Reggie, Coco last. Interesting. The way they take these characters and explain their points of views is awesome, and I'll gladly watch this over and over. Finally, the Gamby hate is so real, and I'm dying here listening to that voice Jay and Marty put on. Fuck you for that, Nyjah. Y'all know how I feel about him. You might hate him, but he's on your mind. Oh, never mind. Let me take that fuck you back, Nyjah. Mwah. I'm gonna be quiet. We're still reading her email.
I'm sorry.
She said, y'all know how I feel about him, and you might hate him, but he's still on your mind. Thank you, Nyjah. He on your mind. Go ahead with the voice. What was that? He on your mind like that? Yes.
Oh, nice.
No, yeah.
Why did you betray us? Why did you betray us, Nyjah? Oh, my God.
I love you, Nyjah.
So disrespectful.
Nyjah. Me
I'm
and
gonna cry and
me and
explain things to
Gamby.
you and beg you to stop.
Nyjah, it's
Love
gonna
you.
change his soul.
It's gonna take his soul, Nyjah.
Nyjah will
Don't
never
you see
come
the
back.
hatred in his eyes?
Once he
Anyway,
dying.
I'm wordy as fuck, but thank you guys for putting me on this show and keep up the awesomeness. Thank you, Nyjah.
Thank you, Nyjah. Yes.
You little.
Once you go black, you never go back,
Get,
Nyjah.
pass the fucking ladder, man. Pass me the ladder. Damn.
No one wants to love me.
So seeing as we're at the end of this show,
Yeah.
and I think, should we say what we should be doing next now at the end of this?
Yeah. Oh, do we know what it is?
I want to do Luke Cage next.
Oh, I thought we the thing we
Cloak and Dagger?
Yeah.
Them two.
That too. Okay, cool.
But
I thought we would do it. I'm down with both. However you want to do it.
I'm gonna figure out how to do it, but
Yeah.
I really
I've seen the first two
want to
episodes
do
now, so
Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah,
I
Cloak
really
and
like
Dagger,
Cloak
so
and
yeah.
Dagger, man.
Cloak
That
and Dagger
shit.
is so good.
That was pretty
It's a
good.
really
Dude,
good show.
I'm loving where it's going.
Are y'all looking forward to Luke? You seen season 1? Okay, gotcha.
Did you see the new trailer?
I did.
Oh my god.
I like
The trailer looks awesome. I saw the
Did
trailer.
you? Okay.
You need to see
And
the new
I saw,
trailer.
uh,
Yes.
I saw a lot of the first season. You know,
Okay.
it'll
all right.
happen.
No, it will.
Fair enough. Yeah.
It will.
that's
It
cool.
will.
It will happen. We gonna, that's the next binge for you, season 1 of Luke Cage. But
Is it me or does the villain of season 2 look like angry Chris Rock?
Oh God.
Like, does that dude not look like a Chris
He
Rock
looks
figure
like-
to you?
he looks like Designer on steroids.
Oh, I wasn't gonna say that either.
Okay. Yeah.
He
no.
do look like Designer on steroids. And we just saw Designer recently.
We did.
Oh yeah.
He had a little cameo.
Yeah.
Where?
In Ocean's 8, random. You're gonna see him like, what the
And a
fuck
lot of
Designer
little
doing
random
here?
cameos.
But that's what the
But they
Ocean
make
movies
sense.
do. They
Okay,
always
yeah.
cameo
Yo, is
and
that
shit.
that?
Yeah.
Okay.
All the Oceans have random celebrity cameos. And usually they play themselves and shit, you
Yeah.
know. But he didn't. But anyway, yeah. What was he saying? Oh, Luke Cage, season
Right.
2. I'm so here for it.
Me too.
I'm
gonna be
amped.
good.
I'm so amped. This villain looked like it's about to eclipse whack ass Diamondback. Like the more I think about Diamondback, the more frustrated I
disappointment.
get, man.
Yeah, he was a disappointment. That's
See, she don't even know who the hell that is because she ain't
I
get
know
far
the name,
enough.
but I don't know anything about this person.
You gonna see?
So you're still in the golden years.
Yeah, she's still in the good parts
Yeah.
of the show.
Yeah.
There's
It takes a turn at some point.
is a strong turn, and the thing
A
is,
hard right.
the show itself never gets bad.
Yeah.
It's just like you see Mahershala Ali, he Cottonmouth. He's a villain right now.
Yeah.
There's him and there's his boss. His boss comes into play. That's what I'm gonna say. His boss is nowhere as swaggy as him. His boss is straight out of a comic strip, man. It's like, oh my goodness. And you get used to him because it's like the way I had to fuck with him would be like on a level of like he's the Joker for Luke Cage, I guess.
Okay.
Because he's so over the top, I gotta take him like a freaking clown character because everybody else is so straight. Even this new Bushmaster, even him in season 2, he looked like he about to be scary.
Oh, yeah.
Scary.
Does look
Oh, yeah.
scary.
He don't be looking, ain't gonna be no, hey, Carl, where you going, Carl? We brothers, Carl.
Oh, you know what?
My,
Okay, yeah.
my daddy loved you more, Carl.
How they interact, yeah, that is very Joker.
It gotta be you gotta look at him like the Joker, or you can't take Diamondback seriously.
'Cause you
Bushmaster
know how
about to end it.
I akin him to like the first. You've seen Dexter, right? We
Uh-huh.
talked about that, right?
Yeah, I've finished
Yeah.
Dexter.
Yeah, so I akin him to like the first season of Dexter villain, that first villain from that for the first season.
Yeah.
You know, that's kind of if without saying.
I mean, it's damn near the same shit.
Hopefully, without saying too much.
I mean, if
yeah.
you don't, if this is a
maybe not.
freaking 10, 15 year spoiler.
Yeah, I
When
mean-
was Dexter out, man?
It was like
Spoilers!
Yeah.
I won't say it just for the fact that you might not have seen Dexter. You're listening
Yeah.
to this,
So we'll just.
but Maybe. Go watch Dexter up until season 4 and then crapshoot after that.
Oh, God.
Yeah, I mean, you'll want to go on, but then you will.
It's
and you'll
crapshoot.
regret it. So.
I won't say regret because they had everything
Oh.
after season 4 didn't suck completely.
It
was really hit or miss.
Agreed. But once they get to the final, to the very end, I feel like
God, they
I
ended
feel
this
like
show
you're
so
gonna want
wrong.
to break your TV.
Yeah, they
Like,
didn't.
Something's got to break.
They
Somebody's
didn't
got to
end-
die.
yeah.
Somebody got to
Gambit.
pay for this. Yes, Gambit. Oh, God.
He's on the show. Fuck you. No.
Oh shit.
Dexter, don't do it.
Oh, yeah,
I
he's like a
found
ghost
you.
person.
I found
It's
you.
Dexter's
so
dad.
annoying.
It's Dexter's dad.
It's-
So
yeah.
Well, I would kill people too if my dad was Gambit.
okay, moving on to reviewing the season finale. Since this dick to my right just
Gambit's
can't help it.
everybody's dark passenger. No pun
Yes.
intended.
And what's so crazy is this, bro. I used to hate this freaking actor. Like I hated him as Raiden. Damn near everything I've ever
That's not
seen
his
him in.
fault. That is so
He
not his
blew me.
fault.
He grew on me as Dexter's dad. Up until him being Dexter's dad, James Remar I could just do without, honestly.
Yeah.
Man, when did he win me over? You're right. He did sort of have a phase where I just couldn't.
And I hated Gamby until I found a reason to respect him. Just y'all didn't come over to the dark side,
No.
to the white side,
No,
and
no,
respect
thank
him
you.
like I came to
We're
do.
okay. Thank you.
He can stick around though. We need somebody to fix up the suit and
Yeah.
stuff. So I mean, we don't want you to go
You're the
anywhere.
little bitch boy.
So how'd y'all feel about this episode, man?
Overall,
This chapter.
I expected more.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I expected more. I was disappointed. I thought it. Yeah,
Wow.
I
okay.
expected. I think the
Interesting.
reason why is because so many people hyped it up. Like, oh, it's gonna tie
Right.
everything together. It just
Yeah.
was not.
Agreed.
It wasn't what I expected. I feel like it kind of. It told us a lot of things that we already knew, and then left us.
Yep.
So I want
And
more.
I believe Alpha Joe said that, right?
Yeah.
That's somewhat his sentiments.
Yeah.
Where that don't even worry about that because we're not even gonna you're not even gonna get an answer to that.
Right.
And that's kind of that's kind
No,
of
Joe. I think Joe told me that tied everything together.
Oh, wasn't him? Okay, I remember. I
mean,
felt like when he was sitting here, he said something like that. But
Technically, it did tie everything together, but
Yeah.
it just left you there. Like it didn't really go there.
well, okay, I'll
You know?
agree with that. I did feel like we were on a wild goose chase or a snake hunt,
Yeah, to
if you
just
will.
be left.
Yeah.
Like, hey, okay, bye guys.
But
We're done.
I did enjoy a lot of the moments in it though. It's
Yeah,
like,
there
you
were a
know,
lot of good moments. There were.
And and we'll get to them, but there's just a few that ring in my head, even as it was kind of playing earlier. I was like, oh yeah, you know what? This still plays. This is like the third time I'm saying it, and I still,
Yeah.
oh yeah, you know. So
Yeah, it definitely has a lot of good character moments, but overall, for the overall story, it just I wanted more. It's
I agree.
lacking.
I agree. Yeah, not a lot of progression.
Ditto. I mean, like certain, yeah, because when I watched it, I was excited about the cameo, but
Yeah.
certain things I wasn't fulfilled by. Like I wasn't, but I felt like they set things up for the season 3.
Yeah, they are.
Because Troy, like we were just left with him going make some skit. I guess they introduced this triangle or this, and we gonna get to all these things. Like y'all saying, it's like I liked it, but I didn't love it like I thought I would.
Like when it ended, I was just like, wait, for real?
Yeah.
This is it.
Like real life?
So-
Okay, yo.
I had no clue about the cameo. So like when we got to that moment, I was like, oh shit. Well, wait
See,
a
I
minute.
was waiting for
What's-
the cameo, and I actually, when I saw who it was, I was like, oh, that's cool, but okay.
But it
We
made
do
so
it.
much sense to me though.
Yeah,
At the
it
same
makes
time,
sense, but I just...
because he's been narrating it all this time. So for him to be the guy that's over the black freaking secret society, I think that's a pretty
My
cool
brain
time.
went back to the movie, though. I was like, they're going to pull somebody else. But I was like, who in the hell would they even pull?
It was right in
It's
front
not
of your
already
face.
there.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they. I don't know. Yeah, I still was shocked by it a little to an extent. And it was a cool surprise. I was like, yeah, and then I was like, oh, wait a minute.
And it went away after
Yeah,
that.
I was like,
And that was
oh.
it.
And then it's showing off.
Yeah.
So let's press play on this
Okay.
and
That's
jump
nice.
into
Yeah.
into the festivities or whatnot.
Was there ever? Were you all ever wondering really who started the fire at that?
No.
At that, no.
I really
I only
didn't.
on the
I only
4th.
wondered it because they brought it back to the forefront of conversation in this episode.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it really slipped my brain that there was even that much of a thing necessarily, but I thought it was gonna lead to something. But I wasn't mad at the payoff. Honestly, it was just like, okay, this is funny.
Yeah. I like that closing that off, letting us know where that who started it.
So this episode starts off differently with the perpetrator. As a matter of fact, he's wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt. So we have all these white people talking about, basically.
It's yellow though. Why is it yellow?
I don't know why. What was his name?
Is that something really wrong with that?
He definitely has a name.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I can't remember. He
Something
gets yelled
super
at.
White.
Yeah, because he keeps getting yelled at in that episode with Reggie.
Oh yeah.
I can't remember what his name is though.
I think it was a funny and not genius. Well, I ain't gonna say it's not genius, but I'm just saying I think it was a cool move to have this episode as the finale start off with white people talking their white shit. You know what I mean? Like because we are on a majority white campus. Yeah. So his name's Clifton. That's his name. Freaking Clifton. Stop colonizing quinoa. And he messes up all the black girls' names.
Yeah, so he sees Kelsey walk by. He's like, "Hey, Coco."
He called Kelsey Coco.
So So I thought initially when I watched it the first time, I thought he was calling them all the same name.
Me too.
And then when I watched it the second time, I'm like, oh no, he's just confused.
Yeah.
It's like, and they all don't look alike. He calls them. He's
trying to be down,
mixed up.
Yeah.
He just has their names mixed up. That's all.
Yeah.
It's not that like they all look alike sort of thing, which I thought initially.
Maybe you're right, or maybe he does think they look alike.
No, I thought it fed into that age-old thing of they think we all.
You thought
look
that?
alike.
Oh,
yeah.
See that I didn't. The second time I didn't take it that way because I noticed each time he called each one a different name. It's like, oh, you're consistent with the wrong name. You're confused on who's who.
But that doesn't necessarily mean he don't think they all look alike.
Sure. Okay, maybe.
No, I'm saying you're most likely right, but I'm just giving a caveat. I'm saying yours most likely right, and I'm giving that B up, but I'm with J.Steel, what if he is?
I feel like let's go to that. He's trying, but he's still kind of feeding into that ignorance.
Because it must have been a mad thing, because she had to hit me to that. J.Steel had to hit me to the fact that, he called Kelsey Coco earlier, because I thought he got Kelsey's name right. I thought he said Kelsey for some reason. For some reason, I thought he said Kelsey the first time. Okay. And I was like, wow, does he have a thing for Kelsey or something? I thought he was going to have some crush on her. And then when he called Sam Kelsey later, right?
Yeah, I think.
I don't remember.
Yeah, he called somebody Kelsey. If he just called Kelsey Coco, he called Sam Kelsey later.
Yeah,
so when he called Sam Kelsey, I was like, wait, what's going on? And then she hit me to that. I was like, oh, so I took it when she said, oh, he thinks we all look alike. But now what you're bringing to the table is he just is so confused. He's trying to be down so hard. He just got black girls' names in his head that he's met, but he don't know which one is which.
Yeah. That's just kind of how I took it, yeah.
I'm taking it J.Steel's way, sorry. But it's funny he's wearing a Black Lives Matter shirt. Is he the white? Is he representing the white liberal that doesn't realize they're racist, or is he a Republican cat? Like, which one is it?
He's definitely
Black Lives Matter. The Republican ain't going.
He wants to be a
He's
non-racist
definitely a liberal,
Republican.
right? He wants to understand and help, but at the same time have his feelings be understood.
Yeah.
Right. I guess, man. And they also talking about how they feel about the Dear White People show and such. And one thing I know is heavy in this episode, and more so now, even though they show it later, is that Joelle, once again they show it now, that Joelle is on her own on the mic.
Yeah.
And I think that gives a hint to where Sam's going to get away from, it seems like, the mic as much. Yeah. And we hinting that she might be getting back into the film, which I hope is the deal.
Oh, I really hope that happens. That would be amazing.
Because later on in the show, when she uncovers her, I was like, oh. And once again, they're getting us used to hearing Joelle go solo. That might be her kick. Right. So they still keep the Dear White People aesthetic in radio show. Yep. It just could be coming from Joelle's voice. And you can see what else Sam doing on the other kick. So we'll see. So we get into...
okay.
No, what you about to say? Whatever.
Oh no, I was just gonna say I like how they how we did this one as just an overall episode. It's not a specific character's episode. We kind of did jump from character to character. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like that.
And I was wondering how they were gonna do that.
They did that last year, didn't they?
That's what I was gonna ask you because I didn't rewatch that first season. You
I didn't finish it. I rewatched the first half of the first season, so I didn't even watch the last episode.
I didn't go back and watch the last episode either. I don't remember.
Yes, I don't remember either.
They probably did though.
Yeah,
that would make sense if they did.
It would make sense. It would make sense. Yeah. So we move on to Lionel and Sam. She's back from her crib, and they having the whole rundown of trying to figure out how the Order of X came to be and how they can, connect the dots to find them, basically. And I like them two coming together.
Yeah, I definitely love their relationship and their bond. And I love how she definitely is, like you said before, that definitely is like her little brother.
Yeah.
They definitely feed off of each other really well.
and they both had X's on their doors, and they seen that's the thing that the Order of X would do, and it's one of those. He said the fiddle faddle. I just feel
twitches. Yeah,
it's funny. I want to see this guy who plays Lionel do something else, just so I can laugh so hard.
I watched the interview with him. He's so different.
He's different.
Know, right? Have y'all? No. You still haven't seen Roman J. Israel yet?
He's a normal dude.
No.
Yeah, he's just a dude.
Yeah, that's what he.
I watched the interview with him, and he was talking about he went to SCAD, I believe.
SCAD.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a acting school.
Yeah. It's Savannah. Something.
My brain blanked out.
Yeah.
College of Art and Design.
Yeah. Boom. SCAD. It's a
amazing.
It's a really good
acting and directing program. But yeah, he went to SCAD. So, but yeah, he's just a dude.
Good job, dog. Great job, dog. So they give us the whole rundown on the history of how the Order of X came to be, how they've been basically giving us little nuggets of them throughout all these flashbacks we've had in every episode. And even Sam is realizing, even like we have been divided at this point between us and the Black Caucus. Like, we should be together as Black people on this fucking campus. We're already a minority. So Lionel, he decides to take on the mission to basically go put all the stuff that he has together to figure something out. Because he told Sam she has something more important to do. What was it though? I forget. Because he said you have other things you need to do. That this whole moment where Sam's talking about like her dad was saying go basically live your life, and it was weird how she jumped her emotions so fast on that little part.
She did, yeah. It got really intense for a second.
For a second, yeah. When she talking about her pops.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how they took a moment to sort of like it just happened. She's still sort of grieving. Like they took sort of a moment to show that like she's still sort of there working through that. I like that it just took that moment to breathe, and he told her to go and do her thing. I think, is she supposed to be going and get ready for her Rikki?
Yeah,
that's
probably what it is. She get ready, because that's her whole kick. Yes, indeed. And Lionel getting a text from Wesley who feel like he needs some attention.
Right.
Yeah, he wants some love.
Now this scene really pissed me off with the cops,
the
campus.
The campus police bitch officer that held the gun to Reggie's face. Basically, they're sitting there listening to Joel, and they're also having a meeting to talk about basically crowd control for the Rikki. My brain is going blank.
The Rikki.
The Rikki speech, or the Rikki, whatever the heck you want to call it. But what pisses me off about this scene is that he's sitting up there.
Because they're expecting the Black kids to get out of line. They said that shit.
Right. But then you see this asshole sitting up there with this smug look on his face, listening to Joe like, oh, whatever she's saying don't sound mighty friendly. And then basically he implies that even though he's getting fired, he's about to go join the actual police force.
You can't leave out that Troy Pops was on some real nigga shit. Like Troy Pops, Dean Fairbanks rolled up in that mug, and he really let him know, like, yeah, you're gonna be getting the fuck up out of here. He kept his promise to Reggie, because that's what that was really about. Like he told Reggie episodes ago. So I think that was him. He was having his hero moment of, bro, get the fuck, don't let the door hit you on the ass. But like you said, he about to be a cop.
Like, I appreciated that moment, but as soon as this dude was like, I'm like, damn, this is real life. This is how it really happens.
This is how it really happens. Now he about to go be a cop, and he about to basically one. He said this is a layered situation, and just in a couple of lines. One, his friend, his cousin or something, like, you know what I mean, got him on as a state trooper. Yeah. So the connections of white people, the connections of the system, the connections of racism. You feel me? Then in that area, in him becoming a state trooper, not only did he get that from his privileges, connections, then you throw in, he sends the threat at Dean Fairbanks, watch your speed there, because I'm about to be out there, basically saying you just are going to be like a nigga on the street out here in the car when I'm out here, and I'm going to treat you as such. It's just, dude, it was like, once again, attributed to Justin Simeon, dog. He had some tight writing. Like, sometimes he's really on the nose. I'm like, okay, that's a little bit too on the nose, my dude. But other times, it's just the right amount of, you
veiled threat.
Right. You hitting on so many points at once in a beautiful way. Right. Even the bad stuff. And he had this crazy smile. So then we get into this new...
You see, oh my God, this confused me. So you see some white dude getting the fuck ridden out of him. And at first I thought it was Gabe. I was like, oh, okay, this is Sam and Gabe. But then you see, I keep forgetting this man's name.
Kurt.
And fucking Coco. And they fucking... And I was like, oh shit, what the fuck is going on here?
This is what tripped you out?
This is the text moment.
Yeah.
Kurt and Coco.
I was like, what is going on? No,
I know, I was really confused, but I know, it was weird as hell.
I was like, I can't make this work. I cannot make this work. No.
But then you realize Coco was just using him for the dick. That's all it was.
Well, no, then
I feel
you...
like this will be a...
And then you realize that Troy smashed Mommy. What's her name?
My best friend.
Muffy.
Yeah.
Troy smashed Muffy. So it's like it's all full circle again. Well, of course you're gonna get back. By boom, boom, boom. That's how you still feel like, man. Troy and Coco gonna have something going on at some point in the future.
They probably will.
Because there's too much like. Even in her hatred, there's a passion in that.
Yep.
Even later when Troy pop up, what do you do? Like, you hating too much. Like, bitch, you still got something.
Like I said before, when somebody still, there's a thin line between love and hate. And like you said, that hatred still, it's blended with a little love and emotion.
Yeah.
If she didn't give a fuck, she wouldn't. You'd be like, oh, okay, what's up, nigga?
Because you're going to choose Kurt to get the dick from out of everybody.
Very intentional.
Yeah, dog. So, and it's just so, and the thing is, and he's in on it. To hide from Troy, you know what I mean? That's what's really fucked up about him because you was partner, dog. Like I blame Muffy for being fucked up towards that situation for letting Troy hit, and Kurt, like you know that's your peoples. Right. Why are you even smashing his ex? They were actually together at some point, right? Mm-hmm. Why you smashing this man ex, bro?
Yeah, that's fucked up.
That's what somebody else to do, dog. And you gonna dap him up fresh out of her pussy.
God.
Fresh out. And then her little wag, her fucking petty ass gonna sneak from behind. And he's actually there for help as a friend.
Yep.
What the hell, son?
Damn.
What did you make of this? It really fucked you up, Marty.
I mean, this one here, I mean, just anybody but him, man. I can't make this right. I like Sam and Gabe together better than I like these two.
Funny enough, I don't like any of the couples on this show, honestly.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're all awful.
Oh, wow.
Name a couple on the show you like.
Wesley and Lionel.
I don't even like them.
Yeah, they
up
they
until
kind
a
of
certain point.
They fall apart after a certain point too. Yeah, I like Joel and Reggie.
Nope.
No, I don't like that either.
They feel like brother and sister, man.
Oh.
That's how they felt to
Joel
me.
and Reggie are gross and very incestuous. And I need for them to stop having sex. I need for them to stop liking each other. I'm grossed out by it. It's disgusting.
It feels weird.
It feels like cousins.
They like besties, like because they have great chemistry, but I don't feel they're sexual.
Friend energy. I need them to not fuck anymore.
Yeah, and you know how you already know how niggas feel about Sam and Gabe. Nope.
Yeah, I told you every show needs a death.
So I'm like I like Troy and Coco.
Yeah, Troy and Coco are hot.
But they're at odds. They're not even a couple, but when they were together, they worked.
Yeah, they did work.
Yeah, they were a power couple, yeah.
Troy and Coco and Reggie and Sam.
But here go the deal, too. But that wasn't the real Troy. I wonder if the real Troy, because remember, this is Troy still trying to impress his father that was the character that was with Coco.
Oh.
I wonder if this Troy that we're getting, right now, like, he's trying to get help with his skits. He's really trying to become a comedy writer. That's where they're going with him. And like even as we follow him in to places like your boy coming. What's his name? I forgot my dude's name that quick.
Al.
Yeah.
Al roll up on him with these random extras, which he calls them out. Talk about finding out who burned down. What's the name of the spot?
Something home.
Davis House.
Yeah, there we go. So and Troy's basically not even into the resist. He Troy's
not feeling. He's like, man, I'm trying to find myself.
I'm doing my own
trying
thing.
to do these skits. I'm not trying to be the resistance anymore.
I'm good. I'm good on it. I'm good on it for the Rikki show with y'all Black Caucus. I'm good on it with you, Al. I'm just good on it. And so I wonder if Coco or him will match up now. I don't know. Or whoever he's becoming.
Right.
But when they were together, I liked them. Once again, that flashback of Troy and Sam was like they had chemistry. Now, it's never going to happen, but...
No, that will never happen again.
Yeah.
I will always feel like Joelle was the second pick.
Yeah, she was.
Was the settled one.
Joelle definitely was the safe pick. Okay, I can't get who I really want, so, I'll settle for you. You're cool, I think he actually liked her.
Yeah, I think he likes her.
Yeah.
But
she definitely was the second choice.
He's stupid for Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He couldn't keep his words together. The first time we saw him, he tried to break down the door and shit. Mm-hmm. And we like, damn, calm down, son. Calm down.
Right.
But, hey, if you love her, I mean, Marty over here like, no, I like them niggas.
I do. I like them niggas.
You can have them. Represent for them. Team, Royale.
And so when Troy gets back to his room, and
so Troy goes to his room.
Paper-thin walls. Remember from that last episode?
Not for many episodes, though. You know what I mean? Remember season 1, Lionel used to just jerk off to hear Coco and Troy fuck. Remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, so
God, that was so weird.
Yeah.
Okay, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yes. So we get this very interesting and very graphic scene of
Very
Wesley.
graphic.
That we normally would not see
And you know what?
on
I
a
have
TV
to
show.
say,
This is one of the most.
It's very graphic. I appreciate it.
Funny.
It is funny.
What you're saying, J.Steel?
He made many comments in this moment, Wesley, that were funny. He's like, it's just so much. I'm like, yeah, Lionel.
But I noticed they're really nerds though, because he was like, man, it felt like a Street Fighter combination. Like,
yeah, they are nerds.
that's the sex
how
talk.
You describe the sex? Like
He
a
said
Street Fighter company?
He said something else that made me go up. Like, really, what, dog? Like everything you say is just some video game or some just nerd talk.
And shout out to Lionel Booty. I'm sorry. I know y'all probably don't want to hear that, especially within the context of this scene, but I just noticed it, and I'm like, goddamn. But yeah, this is a very graphic gay sex scene, and shout out to that happening on this black-ass show, because you don't see a lot of that. And, you know, gay people
have sex too.
So
yeah.
I appreciated it.
Hey, dog, you got to
I'm
see.
not a gay man, you know.
I mean, you got to see some naked Lionel and, you know, bottom body Wesley.
I don't want to see Wesley's little tiny body and big head, little puppet boy. I'm okay, but, you know, let them do them.
And so they cuddling after the fact, and we getting this funny Pete in any scene where she's basically, you know.
She's talking to fake Ayana.
Yeah.
Is a statement about, you know, lesbians not getting attention in TV and film.
And about
such.
people being intimidated by butch lesbians.
Specifically men.
Yes, specifically.
And that was a nice little scene to throw in.
Yeah, she was fired off the reality show she was on because it was found out that she was actually a lesbian.
Found out.
Yeah.
And she's like, how could you not?
Come on. I mean, it could be, look at me.
And then we fall into this interesting conversation where Lionel realizes that Wesley ain't about the same shit that he about, right?
No.
Yeah.
No. Basically, he finds out that Lionel is looking for a relationship monogamy. And basically, Wesley says something about, oh, I'm happy we don't have to be stuck in the confines of slavery,
heteronormative.
Yeah, so he's one of those.
And, you know, that hurts.
Yeah,
that hurts Lionel.
Lionel's just kind of like, oh, yeah, that's right.
Well, you got to know, you know, what you get into, because I feel like they've never had that conversation. So it's kind of wrong of Lionel to assume to a degree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or to have expectations.
It's
so early.
Right.
Yeah, it's early.
So he's placing these expectations that he probably
And that's a
shouldn't have.
moment, too, where Lionel should have been like, hold up, nigga, what you talking about?
Boom, right there.
Yeah.
But like, say,
Have the conversation.
what's popping?
Have the
Say where you
conversation.
stand, yeah,
Don't hold that.
Because now you about to just, as we're going to see later, you're going to repress it until it explodes out of you.
Right.
And it's, you know,
frustration.
Hey.
Yeah, that doesn't work.
Hopefully you guys get together. She put her fucking face in this lady titties.
He's like, are those for me? You know they are.
I love it.
So we had Joel and Reggie connecting, and Reggie was talking about how he was jealous basically of the Hotep nigga.
They were calling it their rose and their thorn.
Yeah. And Al comes in, you know, to ask for help, and Reggie don't feel like even getting into all that situation with that, man. And Al is really on a mission in this episode.
Yeah, he is on a kick. He's like, fuck that. We got to fight back some kind of... And I feel like everybody's just like, nah, we good.
But yeah, it seems, yeah, you gotta give you gotta give Al something to do.
Not really.
That's sort of his mission for the episode. But he gets pushed on, or at least kind of brushed off, but basically kind of given a little bit of helpful information on how to maybe get some surveillance footage from the Davis house.
I mean, Reggie's always trying to help. Told him to pretend like y'all CS majors and, you know, I should be good. But I think Reggie just I'm trying to get in right now with Joel. Leave me alone.
Right.
Leave me alone.
Ugh.
So
I didn't
it's
want
a little
this to
awkward here,
happen.
too.
This is weird.
They enter Joel in Sam's room. And with my first thing I noticed when they got in here was they started professing their feelings on Sam's bed.
Yes. That was very interesting.
That's Sam's bed. They take
Sam's
the sex to Joel's bed.
Right.
But they start all this sitting on Sam's bed, dog. It is so weird.
It is very strange. I was like, wait, is there a reason and a meaning for this? Is this going to happen so that you'll get caught up in the moment and start doing this disgusting, incestuous...
You keep calling it incestuous.
Something that no one wants, and then Sam will walk in and be like, oh, yeah. This was interesting. And just the whole time while they're talking, having this little heart-to-heart about their rose and thorn, and then they start kissing. I'm like, no. No, I don't like it. I don't like this union. I'm not with it.
And they built toward this
It's
since season
weird.
1. They've been building.
And like you said, it's also odd because we know how much Reggie loves Sam.
Right.
Loves, not just likes. He loves Sam.
Right.
So it just feels
For
kind of
years.
like, you know, like, oh, you're my second choice. And then he has this moment where he tells her basically like, oh,
I can't believe
you're the girl of my dreams.
I can't believe I almost fucked this up.
And I'm like, you're lying right now. I feel like he's trying to convince himself
Right.
of that because he knows Sam is not checking for him. You know?
So terrible.
Is
He
that,
knows he's been friend zoned.
is that a read? Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
Cause yeah, I feel very similar, man. I mean, you the fan, Marty. What you saying?
Yeah, no, all of this stuff, you know, it kind of played differently for me. It felt a little more genuine. I guess because I was kind of rooting for these two to get together.
Because they've been building towards it, you know.
Right. Yeah, and I've been pushing towards it too, and it seems like, you know, I don't know, the whole conversation about the Tyrone song and the thing that happened in the little coffee shop or open mic night or whatever, you know, what's happening there. All that stuff just sort of played better for me. A little bit more organically, I guess. You know, maybe that's only for me. But
they're great friends.
Yeah, they are. I mean, yeah, and like y'all said, they do have chemistry.
They have friend chemistry.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, no, I don't want to tell you, you know, if you feel like they don't. I'm just saying.
No. I mean, it is that. It's that, and I think, you know, a little more.
And then when Sam get in the room, this was hilarious when Sam entered.
Listening to you all talk about it, though, did y'all think, do you think either one of them had an idea that she may come back in busting at any point?
No, I think they got caught up in the moment.
Yeah, I don't think they was even thinking about Sam for once. Okay. But I like when she bust in and they both ran over there like they read the book, and she like, you're both, none of your clothes. Yeah. No, you can't come in, you're both butt naked reading.
And then Sam's reaction was interesting. She really was just like, y'all don't owe me shit.
Right.
Go ahead and fuck.
And I hated that.
Yeah, that pissed me
off. I wanted
her to be upset.
Yep. I want her to get outside that door or feel some kind of way. Now, if not upset, at least a confused feeling.
But
you know what I mean?
She really accepted him. Like,
she was good. She was absolutely cool with it. It inspired her to get some dick.
Yeah, no, it really did. But how did y'all feel about that final look that she gives him before she walks out? Like, did that have any...
That look was just, oh, look at y'all two. I took it as her...
I took it as acceptance.
Yeah.
I like that. That's not what I wanted.
And then she pulled out the film camera, and that's why I got excited, so it took my attention.
Right, it distracted us.
And she texted somebody, and then motherfucker sent back, come through like a black person.
I really was hoping that this was some black penis. No! It was Gabe's white, stupid, fat ass. Sweaty... fucking
I wish we lived in a world where that was like a possibility. It's like I don't know the fact that when somebody said come through, I was like, oh, Gabe saying come through. That's
it don't seem right.
They did that on purpose.
I was like, bro, Troy, you about to hit this on rando? Like I
wish there was at least one single possibility out there.
Because dude, this is seeming like what they call it, OTC, the one true couple or whatever on the show. So I feel like. You know what I mean? They're going to always go back to her and Gabe. And that's like, no, bro, get away.
Yeah.
And y'all, you know, and the thing is, these two actors have chemistry, but it's not, it don't do it for me in that manner. Like, I like when y'all at odds.
Yeah. They work better.
They are interesting when they're at odds,
yeah.
But this lovey-dovey shit.
I just want to block him out of the frame every time.
Like they did the Jay-Z and the Beyonce photos.
Literally
you saw that shit?
Right now.
No.
You know, okay, Beyonce and Jay-Z, they released these photos of them because they got the On the Run tour happening. And they released these sexy photos or whatever, and like they both half naked. One of them is like Beyonce, like I'm looking for my phone right now. But one of them is one of them is like Beyonce and Jay-Z in the bed together. And like her ass is towards the camera, you know, she looking all sexy. But just the thing is, like Jay-Z just doesn't, you know, he's just not a sexy presence. Here's one of them right here, like, and people been ripping them. It's saying Jay-Z like a lesbian, dykes and shit. They got another. We'll go another one. Let's see. So it's just weird to see him in these pictures. I'm trying to find some of the others.
You saying they cropped him out?
I'm going to show you the original. Then I'm going to show you the one they cropped him out.
Oh wow!
Because I know I had the original on my page. I can't believe I can't find it right now, son. Because they're going to want to. This is one her ass, but you know, but about that. Look at that bit. That is hilarious, dog. Okay, I'm gonna just have to Google it for real. But yeah, son. But that's how I feel about that's how J.Steel's breaking down basically how it feels to look at their scenes together. It's like you want to just Jay-Z, Beyonce in bed. Come on, Google. Here go the one. So here's the original. Jay-Z all in the bed with it and shit. You feel me? So here's the crop, right? They really
Whoa.
they made him disappear, son.
They crap, boy. They like
Photoshopped
visually,
him, removed him,
that
son.
motherfucker out of existence.
Oh my god, dog. But yeah, and one thing
Is
is
it wrong that I think the picture improved?
that's what everyone says. Everyone has it. Everybody says it looks like a much better picture. But yeah, so she's explaining to Gabe how she's prepared for this read. Not Gabe, I call his name Gabe. His name is Gabe, not Gamby. Good, Gabe. She's explaining to Gabe how I thought I said Gamby. Y'all got me messed up.
I know. It's
But,
working. It's working.
Yeah, about how she's ready. She's been preparing this read that she gonna do on Rikki Carter forever. And he didn't catch it. He was like, "You gonna read to her? Like, don't be white." And it's just building it up to this scene. And I like the showdown between former Sam and current Sam. It was just amazing. Like, we haven't gotten to it yet as we're watching this.
Yeah.
But even her speaking about this read she can't wait to have just evokes that scene to come that makes me go, oh, God. Like, it was surreal.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, that's my favorite scene of this episode.
Definitely.
Besides the final, reveal at the very, very end. Yeah, I can't wait to get to that. But so these two here, they kind of just sort of what do they kind of talk about their relationship?
He's talking about
fair enough.
relationships.
All this cutesy shit that no one
cutesy.
wants to hear.
I'm not gonna lie to you. Until you said it out loud, I'm like, you know what? Yeah, I don't really want this.
I don't want
to
it.
see
I don't
you
want
guys
you to
be
touch
cutesy.
her.
And to a degree, it feels like a part of that. You know what I mean? I understand why we having this boom of interracial couples in media and on TV and in film, just to make bridge that gap or to make things acceptable. I fuck with it, but some feel so forced about this couple at times on this show.
Very forced.
You feel me? And I'm like, nah.
Yeah, I don't like that.
Get a cooler white boy, man. But
Yeah, get a cooler.
yeah. So is that the next scene? Is she about to showdown? So we outside. What's going on outside? We having
There's
this
a
whole protest of Rikki ass. We have another scene
With the
of
white duo.
Clifton.
Now, he calls her Kelsey.
He calls Sam Kelsey, and what's funny is how many times has he done that? Because Sam's reaction was like not surprised.
Yeah, she's
Right.
like, you know what? I don't have time.
Right. It was just like average disgust. And as she enters this building, she walks by what's his name? Silvio, having a conversation about all Ivy metrics need to be up higher, and they need to get shit brewing on both sides, which gives to the conversation of sometimes the media, they got people pulling strings at times. They get
To get reactions out of people.
Yeah. Like, they know what buttons to push in the media to get black people mad. They know what buttons to push in the media to get gay people mad. They know what buttons to push in the media to get racist people mad. And they sometimes push these buttons, and conspiracy theorists and some people in the game often says to hide other things that's going on.
Yeah,
or just
distractions.
distractions.
They call it false flags. Is it false? Am I saying that wrong?
I don't know. I never heard the term.
Yeah, I believe it's a false flag, but yeah, certain things that they'll do allegedly. And stir up in the media to hide things that are happening at a higher level that actually affect us.
And also to sometimes they sensationalize things just for money, just for ratings.
Yeah, that too, for ratings.
And that's screwed up. And so this conversation, I think Justin Simeon is trying to give shed light on, like even though they might be merit on both sides of a discussion, or even they might be just causes happening, sometimes there's people that are playing with your emotions, or playing with our emotions, our valid emotions, but in a more sinister way than we often realize, just by us reacting how we would normally react. And there's a deep thing to that. There's documentaries on these type of things. It's just trippy that just in those because Sam didn't even bust in the door. We hear and we have to put on the subtitles to really know what they're saying. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things where it's like Justin Simeon, I feel like he just sprinkled that in right fast and said, we're going to deal with that later. It's going to be probably something that's in season 3, but it's also something to chew on. And, let's move on to our main event, which is, Sam and Rikki.
Yeah, having the showdown.
Showdown. It's so meta. It's so meta. The conversation is meta. The actresses both have played this character makes it meta.
Yeah.
She has that line where me and you are just the only thing between us, the difference between us is time or something.
Yeah. It's just, I was glad that they were able to get it. Like, watching her in this scene and just sort of rewatching, because once again, I was into Thor again.
Tessa Thompson?
Yeah, Tessa Thompson. She's just sort of this force. She's on Westworld too now. So I mean, she's it was cool to see her back here in this, like where we had started and seeing Sam going back to the film, the camera, where I remember her from the movie.
Right.
Like,
Oh, I didn't even take that in. That she got the showdown with the movie Sam. She got her weapon. She got her camera back just in time to have this mirror show off with the original Sam. Because I was a few episodes ago pissed. I'm like, where's my movie Sam? Where's my film camera Sam? Bring out the camera. And damn, that's a good catch. Keep going though.
That is a really good catch.
Yeah,
that's my aesthetic.
Right, yeah. And then so they sort
and what she said it too, she said it's so dark over there.
Yeah.
That's a meta statement. It's so dark over there. It's my aesthetic. Like that's how I look. I'm dark, bitch. You hear me? It is what it is, nigga. Black power. That's so deep. Like it's not so many meta elements. Dog, it's so many meta lines they got going. This was like you said, the best scene of the episode.
Yeah, this scene was amazing. I didn't expect it to go down like this at all. I really thought Sam was gonna get her moment, but when Rikki started coming with the punches, I'm like, damn, what she's saying is fucked up, but it's true.
She said, I'm a fan of you.
Yeah.
You got this character you created.
And it's interesting too, thinking about it, since she was Sam, it's kind of like she's calling back to her character on some shit.
Mm-hmm. Like and this could be where she could go. She could really. And she could really become like this.
Right?
She's speaking from the past or into the future, or whatever. Dog, it's so tight. Like all I can do is fanboy out on how y'all pulled this off, the writing and the tension that the actors established. Because you just feel so much energy coming off of Logan in this, and she's trying to fight, but this is Thanos. Goddamn it! Like Rikki is Thanos on her ass.
Definitely Thanos.
Like, I could snap my fingers, but I'm just gonna eat a little bit of this right here.
And y'all see, that's the little the thing. What's her name? Coco made. The thing.
The thing in the background. The cocoa. I forgot what it was, but with the veggies and the shit. The coco le bon, some shit.
But she said the hooter.
Already was observing. We need you, arrogant observer. And right after but one thing I just noticed looking at these subtitles, right after Rikki hit her with that first hook about when the media get their hands on your character, on you, you're gonna be da-da-da-da-da-da, even though she's not even hearing Sam saying I'm not a character, she's ignoring all that because she's feel like, oh, this is the idealistic you, whatever. But she says, you sure there's gonna be enough light over there? It's one of those lines of like, you know what I mean? I'm telling you, this is the darkness you coming to. You sure got enough light where you at? Like, writing, dog, writing. And she talking about this whole breakdown, the book deal, everything. She's just breaking down what she sees Sam's life being because she was Sam, literally and metaphorically.
And she's kind of digging it. She's like, this is your roadmap to success. This is how you do it.
Because you are who I was.
Build up your character, market yourself, and one day you could be me.
One day, you will be me. This is your future. You have this character, they're going to dig their hands into you, and then you're going to see, because the thing is, the beauty, you about to say something before I don't want you to lose your thought. What you about to say?
Okay, I was just going to say that they were idolizing, also the potent information that we got earlier about, I don't know if it happened or not yet, but that the guy that James Tyler Williams plays, that they sort of, planned to sort of go at each other in the media to release books.
We didn't get to that part. We didn't get to that part yet. But one thing that you made me realize, I'm going to get back to my other thought, was his character, possibly him in the future as well.
Oh, crap.
About more with him, you think?
No, the Lionel character could easily become over time the James Tyler Williams character in the show. Like, it's a funny little, because if you had Lionel meet him, that's also an interesting mirror image of what could come to these people 10 years in the future or whatnot. But one thing I know is about Rikki, how we always say, the best villains are the heroes of their own story. Rikki, one thing that Logan Sam is an understanding from Tessa Sam is like, but I'm doing this evil stuff to get to the greater goal.
Right.
Because that's something else that's going to come up in the conversation about, dude, we're doing all this so we could get in a position of power to actually make change. That's how it makes it possible for me and your boy to have this fake fight to get us. Because we're black people trying to come up. We're black women trying to come up. Like, she says all this shit, but has so much real in it. Mm-hmm. And that's why Logan Sam don't even know how to react. She gets frustrated.
She wasn't expecting this shit from her.
Because it's the truth, but it's the bad part of the truth.
Right, it's what you don't want to hear. It's the fucking truth. Because once you enter that media world, like she said, you are a product. You are something to be bought and sold, and you got to pick a side. But either way, you're still this. You become this representation.
She says, "I'm not on stage. You're literally on the stage." And then she brought up how minstrelsy, how seeing black motherfuckers do whatever is,
Most
that's
popular form of entertainment.
Yeah, man. They love to see us dance no matter what hat we wear. So basically, she break it down to you get in this game, you gotta pick a character, you play that part until you could freaking, get to the way you want to go to. And that's got to be scary to know that even though that's the way to get to the greater good, I don't want to go through the sludge. Like, do I want to go through the sludge? Is that my only route? Right. That's what makes it more apparent when she's talking about, like, at this point, she's going to have her Troy moment by the end of this freaking situation. Because it's like, my nigga, like, where do I go? Because she speaks on that later. We're going to get to that with her and Lionel. But, yeah, this showdown throws her character in a place that she's never been. And then she comes for her neck about, girl, you got a white college talking shit that they ain't even trying to hear. He says it's only be mildly interesting if this were an HBCU, bruh. Like,
that read, man, ooh, that kind of hit the soul. That
did hit the soul because that's real.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
She said, so if you're good this week and I'm bad the next. What matters most is who's powerless and who is powerful. You know what I mean? We both picked and worked for us. Like, dude, dog, oh my God, it's palpable. It's so palpable. And she said, ain't we trying to do it by any means necessary? Hit her with a Malcolm X quote.
My God.
Hit her with a Malcolm X quote, son.
Ooh.
Ain't we trying to win by any means necessary? Dude, and just the eye contact of ooh.
Yeah, Tessa. Oh Lord, her delivery was intense as hell.
Oh, and then when the white dude
Sam is just so shaken up. Yeah, this white boy comes back down. He's like, "Oh, do we have a problem? Do I need to take her out of here?"
Escort her out, and I know Sam, you ain't about to. I'm a black
Don't
woman.
touch me.
Your white ass is not about to bring me nowhere.
We all nervous that because the read of Rikki didn't go as planned? Were you worried that maybe... Because I didn't know that there was another plan in place, too, as well.
Yeah.
Even though I thought that was supposed to be the big,
See, I did, boom. Too, but I like how they kind of pulled one over on us and gave us that extra little surprise.
I knew Rikki was going to get hers.
Oh, okay. Okay,
only because of how hard she shat on Sam. I didn't know how.
She wasn't gonna. Oh, you didn't. She wasn't gonna come out victorious. Like,
yeah, she had to get it back. This is season finale, so I knew something gonna happen in this. But yeah, how they flipped it, where it was all the black people,
all of them. And at first, I thought it was empty because she speaks out to the audience and gets silence. Yeah. But when they turn the camera around, it is all the black students.
All the black
on
students.
This white ass campus.
It's like all of them
sitting there looking at her like.
Look at Kelsey in the back. All of them. All of them. And she ready to spin the thing. Rikki ready to spread her right wing rhetoric and her crazy ass shit, and she don't even know what to do. For something like this to happen to like a Tommy Lauren, like she just swore she's about to be speaking to a whole bunch of like white kids that just believe her bullshit, and just nothing but black people,
black people,
left wing. Just blacks. We just all here like, you know what I mean? I wish they had a talk back for shit like this. Like, how do you answer this?
Be amazing.
And big ups to everybody's been throwing wine and water on that lady everywhere she go. Tommy Lauren been getting hit with like...
Yeah, something just happened to her recently. She went to a hip-hop brunch. I'm like, why was y'all...
There's been at least 2 occasions where people have seen her in public and throw shit on her.
And I appreciate that. Shout out to y'all.
What you about to say, dude?
You know what? I lost it.
Tommy Lauren getting attacked. Was it too much?
Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm like, oh, okay, wow, it's getting physical out there.
Yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say that if Tommy Lauren was in this situation, I believe she would bolt. It's like this, like she wouldn't even try.
She wouldn't even stay. Yeah. And I love how the good plan came together. How like Coco and Sam set this whole thing up, and it was just like, dog. It was just like what they were saying. If y'all could just come together. Silvio don't even know what to say. Silvio does exactly what you said Tommy would do. He gets the hell out of there.
Yeah. And Silvio, he kind of gives her that half-ass sort of intro, which I don't know if you can even really call it an intro. And then she's like, hey, did he read my bio? And so he goes to Coco and he asks sort of, what's going on, tries to get down to the bottom of it, and we find out that good old Kirk gave her, what he called it, a backdoor keys or something?
Some shit to get the Black Caucus to be able to buy all the tickets.
Oh, yeah, it was some kind of faculty code.
Because he felt some kind of way because everybody thought Alt Ivy was Kirk.
Yeah.
And he's like, so you messing up my brand. What you about to say? First and foremost, I love every black person's facial expression.
Are literally
so priceless. Every person that would work that day needs to be paid.
Yep.
when Reggie says that this is kind of turning me on, the whole Rikki failing in front of the black crowd, and Joel says I'm taping it for a repeat sesh later. Does that mean that they're gonna fuck later? Is that what she's saying? Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that that's what was being said there.
Like, we're gonna watch this later and feel the powder and we're gonna fuck more.
Yeah, that's exactly what that sounds like. Okay, I want to make sure. Yeah.
So then they have this really cool part where they start talking about Sam and Lionel are trying to find the location of the Order of the X. So I'm trying to recall from this, but basically they
put all the pieces together.
Different places on campus where significant things happen, and it calls back to a lot of the history that we got about the school, a lot of the white history, a lot of the
black history,
kind of fucked up history, black history, and they literally connect the dots.
And the dots make an X.
Yes, and they make an X, and then they realize, oh crap.
This is the meeting place.
Like, literally the middle of the X is where they need to be. But I like this part because they literally call back to
the fountain.
So many important moments and flashbacks.
Because remember that little dog told Troy to go to the fountain. There's something special about the fountain. Troy saw them around the fountain when he was tripping the fuck out. Mm-hmm. And so when everything said go back around that fountain and stuff, like, you know.
That means they were probably real.
Maybe. We wondered.
They were real. If this dude, I don't want to give away the end yet, but if this dude was where he was, we'll talk about that when we get to it. Because I had my thoughts about that too. I was like, I get it, but you're here right now? Like, what?
That's what's happening? That's what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'll go with it.
So, once they put the X down, once they make the actual X, it's like right beneath the fountain. It's at some random location.
It's
what's
at the clock tower.
Yeah,
clock tower. Beneath the clock tower.
Yeah. And, you know, they run over there. And when they get there, they build up. Oh, yeah, and we also run across Al.
Al is still leading his resistance.
He's got the footage. He's about to go
trying to find his purpose, So they have this really creepy moment where they're walking through. I love the camera angle right here. It's like this tilted camera angle that kind of builds a lot of tension. It's really funny. But they're walking through.
I would just keep giving big ups to his actor who plays Lionel, dog, because they keep hearing that he's nothing like this, dog.
He's nothing like that.
You're killing it, homie. You're killing it. Keep going, Mom.
So they're going around and they find this door that has an X next to it. Mind you, they're in this dusty ass, old ass clock tower where I'm like, wait, they don't have a group of people randomly in this dirty freaking. No, I was like, maybe there's some sort of symbolism or something from the past. But I was like, there's not just a group of people sitting in here waiting for y'all. This would be too weird. So sure enough, they go in, and as soon as Lionel opens the door, you see a cobweb fall. I'm like, oh shit. And I was like, damn, I'm right.
Yeah.
But then I felt bad because I'm like, well, what does all of this mean? Like, and they look around and they have the same reaction I kind of had, like, oh,
no, they have the exact same reaction because then they start spazzing the fuck out.
I mean, when I say that this is an empty stone room with literally nothing in it and cobwebs all over the windows, after 10 episodes of everything leading up to this and trying to figure out shit about this secret society and feeling like this is a moment where they absolutely need them and need them to exist, they were pissed.
And one thing that just drove me in this whole situation was I keep having to keep on bringing Troy back up is Troy met the secret society. He's had all the run-ins with them. Why isn't he here with them?
Yeah, that's weird.
At some point, they should have talked to him to connect the dots to that story that they opened the door for.
Right.
And there should be the three of them trying to whatever. I know Troy ain't down for the resistance no more, but it's just weird that he's sitting here with more information than them. And they gave us the introduction of them through him, as far as them in a physical form.
Right.
You know what I mean? Nobody else had any interaction. Sam had the interaction when he followed her on all her social medias. It would not. Lionel just keeps on seeing the X because he up on it. And Troy met them. None of the other characters have any type of connection. But you just left the character out in the wind making skits. I just feel like it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah.
So they have this breakdown of being disappointed, everything just coming to shit. And out the blue, fucking this dog.
Yeah, Sorbet. He's like, every time I try to figure something out,
here comes Sorbet. Yeah, Lionel has a freaking breakdown, and he starts talking about Wesley. I find somebody I like, and he wants to fuck everybody.
And Sylvia was the devil.
Yeah, he's just having all his moments because he's like, damn, my whole semester, or whatever the hell it was, led up to this, and bitch, we in the middle of a dusty-ass clock tower with this fucking dog and my little bottom body, small head, little body-ass
promiscuous ass B.
Racially ambiguous bae is trying to fuck everybody. And
I need a win.
And then they pan down, and you hear this voice, and it's the narrator's voice.
And I knew who it was as soon as I saw his shadow.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
I know Giancarlo Esposito's shadow, dog. I know it from Breaking Bad. I just really, dog, though. I know Gus when I see Gus.
I'm like, my man is busy. He's
and he looks at the camera. He gets to look at the camera.
That weirded me out a little bit. I'm like, why are you standing? Like, what are you doing here?
I mean, he's the leader of Order
like,
of X, man.
But my thing also, I'm sorry, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. Like, what made you think at that very moment they were just gonna come?
He heard him come in.
No, meaning like.
How did you know
Maybe I'm thinking too hard about it. Like, what if they decided, oh, we'll go tomorrow?
I feel like they already...
Because it had to be... They mentioned in the episode that it had to be the night before finals or whatever. It had to be that specific night.
They have this meeting all the time, yeah.
Okay.
So the thing is, I just take it as they was in there in a whole nother room. And for all they might have cameras and shit, you hear me? Oh, look at these niggas coming in our spot. They figured it out, y'all.
Yeah.
You hear me? Yo, Gus, go get them niggas.
Yeah.
Bring them on in.
Go, Gus.
That's Gus, dog.
I low key though, before, because you mentioned that you like they're not gonna be in there, but before Sam and Lionel go in there, and I'm hoping, just low key, I'm really hoping that maybe there is some sort of surprise meeting happening, and it's so disappointing for him, and Lionel has that huge breakdown. You just kind of want that win for him, and then you get to. Gus, man, and that's just like, I don't know, man, that was I enjoyed it a lot, but in the moment,
yeah,
and then once I started asking questions, it became not as...
Because you have more questions than you want to have at the end of a season.
Yeah.
Because you need to have questions at the end of a season.
Yeah.
But there's certain things that I feel like 5 more minutes.
I just wanted a little bit more. Like, I was disappointed. Like, I wanted more.
But you're supposed to want more, though.
More.
I think they did their job, I guess. I think looking back, I guess they did their job. You want so much more. You're going to be tuning in.
That's good.
At the top of season 3, like mug.
We've been so invested in this world and these characters, and I'm upset that it's over now. But it's like, y'all, like, just like you said, 5 more minutes. Just a little more. Just give us a little bit. Just a, And
did everybody end up... Because I'm trying to see, are we paid off? Like, okay, Troy is better off where he is now than he was. He knows where he want to go. Yeah. Coco, did she get what she really wanted at the end of all this? I guess she is at the top of the Black Caucus. I feel like
everybody's story is still kind of open, honestly.
Yeah.
I feel like everybody is sort of...
Joelle and Reggie happy. I know we don't like their couple, but their story, if you follow their arc hit where it's supposed to hit.
I feel like everything that happened here is opening
even Sam and Gabe back.
Right, for a new season. It's creating new storylines.
I can't wait for the first trailer of season 3 to come up, dog, because I need y'all to shake shit up.
Yeah.
And I wonder if she getting in this Order of X. If the Order of X didn't want Troy out here cooning, I wonder how they feel about her fucking this white boy.
Yeah, that's not going to be a good mark.
It's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
So
I do want to see. Yeah, you know what? It does also make me interested to see where we're going moving forward. Because I have so many questions now. So it's just, will I get answers? I don't really know. And to be honest, I don't really quite care. I'll show up for season 3.
Well, the narration changed now that we know he's the leader of the Order of X.
See, yeah, good question.
That's a question. Because he might have a personality now. He's really indifferent. He's just the God, voice of God. Right. But now he might... What you about to say?
Oh, no, I was going to say maybe it'll be a physical sort of representation of that instead of the voiceover now.
We'll see him talking to the camera?
Yeah, we'll see him, showing them, hey, look at these books. Remember this such and such, You know what I'm saying? We'll still get those flashbacks and stuff, but it'll be him in the room now showing it to these two or however they,
But the thing is, even before we had the flashbacks as part of that show, he was still the narrator. He was always the narrator of the show. So I'm just saying.
Right. Oh, yeah. Throughout the whole thing.
Yeah, before we even had that as an aspect, he's always been the voice of God. So I'm just wondering...
Good point, yeah.
What now? What he said? Like where does this? Yeah.
Okay, so that was another question I had, and I'll ask you guys. Do y'all think the show jumped the shark here?
Okay, can I be honest? I think it was cool that he is the person, but I don't know. It's weird. We'll see where they go with it. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't think it jumped the shark.
No.
I don't think it jumped the shark. I just feel that it didn't stick the landing fully for the season.
Nope.
Because if I watch episodes, like, you don't like 8, but I feel like that's a great run. 1 to 8, I love like I'm on a run. I'm on a high 1 to 8, and
Which
then
one was 8?
8 was a showdown between Sam and Gabe.
Oh God, yeah, in the radio station.
Yeah. But like I said, I'll ride with y'all 1 to 8. Like, damn, these are like just great. But then we get to 9, and 9 is, you know what I mean? It's, you know, there's nothing technically wrong with 9. I could just do without 9. And then I get to 10, and I'm like, I'm not as satisfied as I want to be. So it's like when I look at the last 2 episodes compared to how hyped I was about the first 8, they don't match up for me. Even though it was still great writing, great. Everything was technically great. I'm just saying subjectively, the last 2, the first 8 are strong.
Right.
They strong.
Okay. I didn't get exactly what I wanted either, you know, here, but I'm still happy. I still felt left feeling satisfied though, you know, and just looking forward more to season 3.
Word. I am looking forward to season 3 regardless.
Yeah. Right. So. Word.
Yeah, I'm just a little disappointed. I wanted more. I don't know. I wanted more. I think that kind of upset that like I got any kind of input or feedback from people about what this episode was gonna be like.
And that's the thing about binging this shit, and that's the thing about like that's the thing about reviewing it while everyone else is binging it.
Yeah.
Right.
You remember? That's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. When we do Luke Cage, we're gonna have to do those faster. We're gonna have to do like a couple on episode. We gotta figure out a way to do it so everyone doesn't pass us up as much. Cause I ain't trying to be waiting for all these damn opinions and shit.
And then I'm like, because I think if I didn't have those expectations, I would have perceived this episode very differently.
That was gonna be my question. I was gonna ask.
And also, we're gonna just be able to watch them all, and then we're gonna watch them all.
Okay, yeah, so we can just I can just go at will.
Yeah, go at will.
Okay.
Eat them bitches, cause then even if we gonna go back and review regardless, but eat them bitches so we won't have those issues of damn we waiting. Everybody else got all these opinions, and it's like damn I'm trying to actually wait for my review show. Yeah. You know what I mean? So no, we gonna eat them up when they come out, dog. You did, cause But for as far as this show goes, still a great season. Still, like we said, I'm still excited for where it's gonna go. I feel like the first season as a whole was stronger than this season, but those first 8, it just does, like, the first season's story arc as a whole was a straighter line. Yeah. But this season was more exciting.
Right.
This season, I felt like they got their groove. Because I know watching this season, like the first season had the job of hooking people in, getting them away from the movie. They had a lot of work to do. But this season, it hit the ground running. Like I was saying, like when we first started reviewing this, it was like, oh God, great. Oh God, great. Oh God, great. You know what I mean? So it was, they just didn't stick to land. It's the only thing, man. It's the only thing. Yeah. They landed it though. They didn't crash. It was
a little wobbly.
It was just a wobbly landing. Yeah. It's a wobbly little wobbly.
A little wobbly and a booty chick popped out.
You know what I'm saying?
Unfortunately, you know, but it's the Super Bowl. It's all right. We'll just tape it next year.
Yeah.
But any thoughts on the real cause of the fire at David's house?
Oh, we didn't speak on that. I think it was.
Give a shit. When they showed it, I was like, oh, this is a cute little plot point, but no one cared.
Yeah, they went cute instead of and you know what? Now I do have a problem when I think about it. Because I didn't have one. I didn't. When I watched it, I just thought it was funny. Like I said at the top of the episode, I was like, oh, that was funny. That was cute. Like you said, it's cute. It's kicks. But maybe it's a missed opportunity.
Yeah, they could have threw something else in it to have us be like, oh shit, okay.
And I understand it was purposely done. Yeah. Like they want to build it so they can end it so cutesy. It was very purposeful. I know he had to sit in his writer's room and they probably had a discussion. Do we want to go this way or that way? And it was he made his decision. So I can't say it was right or wrong. But it might have been an interesting layer if you see Al and no one's taking Al seriously at all for this whole episode. But then what he stumbles upon is some real shit. Yeah.
Oh,
right. You know what I mean? And that can also layer on, and because we get this discovery after if we would have got this discovery after finding out about Giancarlo Gus being whatever, you know what I'm saying? As some even tack on to the season or something, almost like how Legion did it. You saw the first season of Legion, remember? I thought you watched the first season of Legion.
No, I didn't finish it.
Legion season 1?
Yeah, season 1. No, I haven't finished it yet.
Fuck. Well, at the end of season 1 of Legion, it ends, and then they have a mid-credit scene that loops you in to get you hooked for the season 2. So I think a cool mid-credit scene might have just been Al. Maybe there's more on the footage. I don't know. But I think even if it wasn't the cutesy thing at all, it would have just been cool if they just had something like he discovered some shit that would have made us be like, damn, Al, what you about to do with this information? Right. Or maybe he has it and he gets caught by the wrong. I don't know. It's just an opportunity to add a different a layer that, because that storyline is over after all that build and it just ended with stupid ass Clifton and it didn't have to.
Yeah, it's one of those situations where you're writing a better show here than we got actually there.
It's always easier to Monday morning quarterback. You know?
No, fair enough. Fair enough. Fair enough. But that, that would have been interesting. That,
it would have been.
Definitely.
And it gave Al something for the next season.
Right.
Which I feel like, too, just looking at their track record, how they do things, it seems like, we got a few new single or episode stories from characters that we didn't in the first season.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So we'll probably get a little bit more of that in season 3.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Kurt is on the block.
I think Kurt is overdue for episodes.
Yeah, he is. He definitely should have had one by now.
Kurt and Al need episodes.
Yeah.
Definitely. Joelle needs another one.
Right. So
she had such a great presence when she had her own.
Yeah.
All the normal players are always going to get theirs. Yeah. I just hope they don't phase Coco and Troy out. I want to get, because, I want to get more of them. I think they've got one episode this season. I think that's what happened last season. No, last season I think Coco had 2. I don't remember. But give Coco and Troy some more shine, man. Like, those actors do well in their characters. Just give their characters something to do.
Chelsea also, right?
Yes. Kelsey.
Oh, yeah. I would love for
Kelsey needs some more character development, man, because that actor, she really shined. That's what I said. This season, they shined like this season as a show. They did. So let's see where it goes.
And if I may ask, Naja, if you're listening, because that was another thing I wanted to actually ask, because she said she never saw the movie.
She didn't see the movie.
Show.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, what's that experience like?
Right. What is that perspective like?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Curious if you're listening.
Let us know.
Want to let us know?
Let us know, Naja. How you feeling about that? And if you decide to watch the movie, I'll let you see how you feel about the movie as well, because the movie and the show they have different tones.
They have very different tones.
They have different tones, but they keep the different tones, but the same spirit. It's funny. But that was that, man. That was the review for the Chapter 5 season finale of Reviewing Them Dead White People, man. This is the Reviewing That show. If y'all want to send us anything, send it to Reviewing That with a D-A-T.
Or stick it up Gamby's ass. Sorry, continue. Sorry. I had to go out with a bang.
Naja, we gonna get her, bro. We gonna get her together, Naja.
How is it possible to not stick it up the ass?
Naja, bro, we gonna get him
Use a
together.
lot of blue. Maybe you can get some from Wesley.
Take up a little more. Click, click, click. Click, 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 click.
See, they be making me dread Black Lightning's coming back in October. When Black Lightning comes back in October, I'm just gonna be so sad anytime Gamby comes on the screen. But anybody listening to this, if this is your first time listening to Reviewing That podcast, man, go back to our old joints, go listen to us review that Lightning, man. That's how this kind of started on the slick.
Yeah.
So
Black Lightning's on Netflix, so it's easy to watch the show and binge us at the same time.
Do both, man. We got a review on. We got 5-star review on the podcast joint.
Oh yeah.
We got a few for both shows, and one of them was like that. I love y'all Black Lightning discussions. Somebody said on there. So shouts out. You feel me? So go check us out on that, man. We reviewing everything. So like I said, I think Luke Cage up next. We gonna try to make some space for Cloak and Dagger. Did you watch My Hero Academia? You need to. You need to watch it.
It's a cool little show. I've seen some episodes here and there. It's a good show.
I'm about to put you on it so hard that you're gonna like. It's.
Where can I watch this?
Hulu.
Damn it.
You have internet, right? Go to kissanime.com.
Okay. What's the name of the show?
My Hero Academia.
I'm not gonna remember that.
Yeah, I'm gonna just text you. But like,
text it to me.
Dude, it's an amazing show, and it's anime doing superhero lore, and it's interesting how they break it down with. It's because I was into a different podcast and they always reviewed it and they just love it so much. I was like, what the fuck is the big deal about this goddamn show? So then I started watching and I liked it at first. Then I'm like, wait, like the way that Japanese anime at times layer their stories, dude, the way they tell their stories at times, I just be looking like, dude, like y'all be killing us in certain arenas, dog. Yeah. This anime, son, every episode built up, it just start getting better and better. And I just be like, why am I so emotionally invested in this all of a sudden, dog? Like, dog.
It sneaks up on you.
Yeah, it sneaks up on you, dog, because the main character, it's a world where for whatever reason, 80% of the population got powers, and they call them quirks, and basically like it's become big business to be a superhero if you can get good enough at your quirk, or if your quirk is one that could be a superhero. But a lot of people just be regular motherfuckers that just got quirks. Like my quirk is just, I can make that ball bounce up and down 3 times, but that's all I could do with that. But like people just got random ass shit, so not everyone becomes a superhero.
Right.
But it's about like, the school of kids training to be a superhero, and there's one kid in particular, he don't have a quirk, but he got a dream to be a superhero. And he be taking note to all the fucking superheroes, so he's just really like through his heart trying to become the best superhero ever. And you just see his journey, dog, and that shit cold. That shit cold, son. That shit cold. That shit cold, son. So like it's a heavy recommendation. If you go to Kiss Anime, or if you ever at some point in your life get Hulu, dog. If you don't watch, because there's 3 animes I will freaking put my life on: Death Note, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, and goddamn This Now. Like, even if you don't like anime, if you like superhero shit, if you like comic book shit, this will be the one anime that you'll watch, because to a degree they do our comic book shit a little better than us in certain regards, how they play certain elements of that fucking show. For real.
Okay.
Check it out.
You've sold me.
I've not steered you wrong yet, Marty.
No, you have not.
I have not. So I'm just letting y'all out there listening, man. If y'all, even if you're not into anime, if you're into superheroes, please go watch My Hero Academia. You can catch the first 3 seasons.
Why would you do that? That's betrayal.
You can catch.
Do you not have a soul? Do you not have a soul?
That's not even Gambry anymore. That's Teddy Perkins. That was Teddy Perkins.
Hey now.
And that's who Sandra Bullock looks like right now. That was the weirdest thing. Her face looks funny.
She had something done to her nose and her cheeks. It looks like she has fillers in her cheeks, and it looks like she has a botched rhinoplasty.
Son, we watching Ocean's 8. Like, dog, like what happened to your
her nose is like, her nose has horns.
Because it's like, how dare you people that we've been watching for years think that you can change your face drastically and niggas ain't gonna notice. And we seeing your face on this big ass screen with close-ups. You think we ain't gonna notice you did something in your goddamn face? Yeah. Well, anyway, it's that actor guy, Mr. Bats. You can find me on all your social media platforms at Mr. Bats. Spell it, Mr. Out there, you ain't gonna find me. Send all your main show commentary to flywithbats@gmail.com. Once again, send all your reviewing that shit. I'm about to say shit or stuff. It's like I didn't know what to do. It was like shuff. All you reviewing that shuff. I didn't fully commit. You know what I mean? Send it to reviewing that at gmail.com, man. Until next time, I'm out here, dude. Now I'm passing the mic to one of you to tell them where to find you and your shit. This is the moment that I'm going to do it. All right?
Give us the mic?
3, 2, 1.
Hi guys, it's J.Steel. I'm also on TheMisbelief Podcast, and you can find me at TheMisbelief.podbean.com. You can also find me on Instagram at IamJSteel_. You can also find me at FatGirlNola, and you can also find me at Vray Films, because I be making fucking movies. I be writing movies too, and I be in shit. So yeah.
And they're not porn.
No porn.
She said I be making fucking movies. We making fucking movies.
No, not fucking movies. No.
There's other ways.
I have a story about that, but no, I never went down that road.
Yeah.
It never happened.
This is your favorite host, Marty. You can find me, MartyEdwards 504 on Instagram.
Look at this high voice he has on.
Yeah.
Very,
very high
it's
voice.
very Midnight Love.
Oh yeah. Just a little bit.
Subscribe to Crackle, y'all. Download that Crackle.
Crack is cheap.
But Crackle is free.
Crackle is very, very free.
Crack is cheap, but Crackle is free. That's what they should go with, son. We gave y'all tagline, you hear me?
Hey.
If only, come on.
Crack is cheap, but Crackle is free.
Is cheap, but Crackle is free.
Let's go.
Come on, man. Like,
Let's go.
How can you deny that slogan?
Let's go. Download that damn Crackle, man.
Please do. You find me though. Listen to my show, Marty and the Arrogant. Oh shoot! Go to lowrainpictures.com. Click on the Your30 tab, where I co-host a show there with the Arrogant Observer called Your30 with Marty and the Arrogant Observer.
Yep.
Check it out.
Yep.
Marty is flying high.
Yep. And the cat.
Yay!
And we don't know what the cat doing right now.
You don't know what he's doing, but he wearing a sweatshirt and he,
I know he's probably not wearing a yellow and black Black Lives Matter shirt. I would hope he's
probably
not.
not, but he's definitely taking
He's
a
probably
Gambi poop right now.
waxing Gambi's bikini line.
See
know,
what
all
they're doing to
his
your
back-
cat arrogant observer?
All his back hair.
Man,
Gambi back hair.
we out, bruh. Bye.
Peace.
We got to stop fighting. Your brother cannot